Oh. That's right, guys. We're back from E3. You thought it wasn't going to happen, but we survived, and we're back in the Sega Addicts headquarters. Thank you for joining us today. I'm the editor-in-chief of Sega Addicts, Scotty Moe, and with us is the owner, Brett Hatfield.
Clever intro.
And also the features editor, Stevie Grant.
Look out for Brett's blurred lines / Sailor Moon / Pokemon / Digimon AMV coming soon to YouTube.
Y'all know you want it.
And one of the writers for the site, Thomas Avantis, Focky X.
Fuck it. Just fuck it.
So, yeah, we are back from E3, but before we talk about what actually happened at E3, let's get into what we're playing. So, Brett, what have you been playing?
A thing that I'll try to talk about later, but I'll just go ahead and mention it now. Final Fantasy Type 0. I picked that back up after the fan translation came out, and the very next day, pretty much, the official localization was announced for the PS4 and Xbox One, which who cares about that version?
Oh, they were announced for the big gens. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why the Vita people are so pissed off, because it's not coming to a handheld, which, fuck them, I don't care.
I'm sure it could happen easily enough.
It could happen easily enough, but, like, they're
Remote
just being
play.
so... Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. If there's remote play.
They're being so whiny about it. This is levels of, like, Final Fantasy VII Remake levels of whining, so I hope it never happens. I'm just happy a game's coming out.
Brett, what if someone up in Anime HQ is listening to you right now going, Brett's being mean, we're just going to cancel Type 0 for everything because of the meanness that he's bringing into the world.
Because of the meanness.
Well, I do have the fan translation, so, you know, I can live. But
Yeah, and that is illegal, Brett. There's so many illegal things on
there's
this
nothing
show.
illegal about it.
Buying Marvel vs. Capcom 3,
I
buying...
ripped an official copy that I purchased for $100.
But it is not an official translation by people that they employed, is it?
Hey, Tom, look at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I got two of them for you. Yep,
Thomas
right,
agrees
fresh
with
for
me about your illegal doings.
No, he's mad at me because I met Aya Hirano.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, man.
I promise I won't go too crazy about it because I have went nuts about it on Twitter and Tumblr and every other social thing I can think of because I'm just that fucking excited about it. So
Yeah,
happy.
I actually thought I was subscribed to the official Type 0 news feed.
Same here. Same here.
I am the Carla Ayatsugi news feed.
It changed from Type 0 news to I fucking hate the Vita news.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vita's great, fuck you.
I'm
It'll
playing bets on the Vita.
It'll happen eventually if there's enough whining. That's why GTA 5 is coming out on PS4, which Rockstar literally said, we're not doing that. And then at E3, they're like, it's coming out on PS4. So,
Yeah, it's like, whoa, hey guys, have a game that's not quite as good as the last one. Again.
See, this is the difference between the HD of Type 0 and the HD stuff that's coming out now. Is that this is a full-on remake. Like, they're not just going to slightly retexture a PSP game and throw it on a PS4. This is a complete remake. And it's getting the big console treatment it deserves. And
I don't even think the GTA 5 thing is a remake. I think it's just the same
no,
game.
I meant Type 0.
No, but I'm just talking about, I don't even think they've really done anything to GTA 5.
They're just porting it.
Except put it on a...
Same with Last of Us. It's the same with Last of Us. Like, they are doing that, and they said it's hell to port that game, but it's a good learning experience for the new hardware. So that's really probably what it came down to with Rockstar. They're like, well, we're going to make the next gigantic something that's not GTA, but we're using it to make a better GTA, so let's just put it on there anyway. Video games.
I've actually seen some screenshot comparisons between GTA 5 on PS3 versus PS4, and the differences are substantial. It's just that I don't care about
Yeah,
simple
Yeah.
graphic differences.
sure, it looks great, but doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's
So anyway, Sega.
pointless.
Um,
Yeah, Sega.
But yeah, aside from Type Zero, I've been going through a bit of my backlog. I've been trying to finish up some stuff on Gran Turismo 6. PS Plus had NBA 2K.
Earthquake.
Oh shit! Sorry, we're not. I swear we're not still in LA. Let's see. PS Plus had NBA 2K14 for free, so of course I picked that up. I picked up a couple things in Steam Summer Sale that I haven't played yet.
Of course you haven't.
And along with something that Tom sent me that I've been meaning to play, but I haven't.
Of course you haven't, because this is how you treat people who send you gifts.
No, it's downloaded. It's ready to go. I've just had a rough week. But he sent me To the Moon.
Such a rough week getting gifted video game. I'm a good friend.
Well, I mean, for a hobo, that's a pretty intense week right there. So
Yeah,
Maybe that's why he hasn't played them. Brett has never played a video game because
I'm not used. See, I spent all my money on Type Zero. Basically, that's why I'm in the middle of a street alley.
Yeah. He just has a thing of chalk and he draws a square on the wall next to him and he pretends that it's a game.
That's how we
And
play.
like the blood splatters are like Phantoma being.
Type
Wow.
Zero is also a reference to the number of money in Brett's bank account.
The number of monies.
Yep.
The amount of gil in my bank account. Oh
No,
shit! I'm earthquaking again.
Did you play anything else?
No, not really. Just basically Gran Turismo, Type Zero, and right now NBA 2K. Oh, Watch Dogs. I played more Watch Dogs. And
Better now?
it's. I can see what they're going for.
That's a big old no.
I mean, it's.
When
I
you
still-
answer the question with,
I still have fun with the gameplay. It's fun. It's legitimately fun, but the story has gotten worse. It's started to suck even more. It's not making me want to continue. As well as the stuff that Ubisoft pulled, which was that's kind of made me feel bad that I actually gave them money for something.
Huh.
But aside from that, nothing else.
okay. Tom, what have you been playing?
I have been painting a lot because I thought painting would be a cheaper hobby than video games. And I have never been more wrong about anything. Over the past week, I've spent over $100 in paints. And if you want to see that, what?
Gotta get them acrylics.
Yeah, I shouldn't have bought. I should be mixing more of my own colors, but I'm lazy. But I've been celebrating Sonic's birthday with my Game Gear, and I've been playing some Sonic games on there. More details on that later when we discuss Sonic's birthday. And I've also been playing Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn on my PS4. And I also picked up Fez for the Vita and PS4.
Yay!
It's so hilarious. I don't mean to interrupt you, Tom, but how much Brett just groaned about Realm Reborn, and he loves the 13 series. I have a friend who is the exact opposite and only plays Realm Reborn and didn't even finish the first 13 because she hated it that much. I think she didn't finish the first one, but it's just hilarious.
I don't like MMOs. That's my big dark secret.
I don't like what they do to people. They keep trying to get me to play, and it's just reminiscent of when my friends got into WoW, and they kept talking about WoW until finally we're all like hanging out at the Quaker Steak.
I thought you were about to say it reminds me of when my friends got into heroin.
Well, it's about the same thing. It finally ended at a conversation at the dinner table. When we were out at a restaurant, and they start talking about their loot, and I just whip out my Game Boy, and they're like, "Oh, what have you been playing, Scott?" Like, yeah, not what you're talking about. So just keep going.
To be fair, like if we've learned anything over E3, it's impossible to put women in a video game. So Brett, the fact that you like Final Fantasy 13, which is probably the most expensive video game series by far, because it has more than one woman in it, I respect that. I respect your fandom.
I would like to point something else out about Type Zero on that subject.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God,
Assassin's Creed can't even program one female character.
It's too expensive, Brett.
Because
It's too expensive.
Because it's too expensive. But you look at Type 0, which has 7, like 14 individual playable characters. 7 of them are women. All of them have different playstyles, personalities, looks, everything.
Brett, do you know what the most
Can you do that
expensive
for
video game of all
PS?
time is?
What's that?
Ms. Pac-Man, because it is. It came out. It was the first video game woman character, and it was so That bow.
It killed
That bow,
Namco.
yeah, it killed. That was the game that killed Atari because animating her bow it was so much more expensive than just making the Pac-Man flap up and down.
It killed Namco in general. Miss Pac-Man is the reason that Tekken Cross Street Fighter is never going to happen because they're just out of money. They're out of money. They're out of development resources. Katsuhiro Harada is living on the streets now.
That's what we've all learnt from E3 is that it's literally impossible to put women in video games.
And as far as Fez is concerned, all I have to say is that game.
Oh yeah, I was co-opting your games of the week.
Literally impossible.
Yeah, what
It's
about Fez?
extremely good. And I more than ever hate all of the people that try to make Phil Fish's life miserable.
It takes two to tango, though.
Stop doing that.
I disagree, Scotty, because Phil Fish could be a bit abrasive at times, but when you think about the constant amount of hate and trolling he was getting, like you break down eventually. It only takes one person.
It's not even that. It's the fact that, like, historically, since even before Fez, he always responded harshly to people who started it, and this is nothing new. So, and if someone came at me and said "fuck you," you do a shitty art, I'd probably not respond at all because that's me. But if I was Phil Fish, I would respond, "Hey, fuck you" back.
Yeah.
And that's what people report on, is the fact that I responded "fuck you" to someone saying "fuck you."
Yeah.
And not the fact that I'm being abused in the first place.
He did say some things, but if you think of it in the grander scheme of things, he was being verbally assaulted every day, constantly. Like it does, I'm surprised that he didn't lash out more than he did for the amount of hate he was getting. The same with the whole Anita Sarkeesian thing. I'm surprised she hasn't collapsed, just the amount of people telling her to get raped.
Yeah, that's another.
Wait, what?
That's a different.
That's
topic for another day.
But it is kind of in the same ballpark of people responding negatively towards internet famous people. But
and it's, you know what? There's so many people online saying Anita Sarkeesian's videos are like, yeah, this is stuff we know. This is basic. You're like, do you really? Because have you been seeing the shit you've been commenting?
Yeah.
Because you've been demonstrating you don't.
Now, can somebody fill me in on this? Because I actually have not heard about this.
It's a whole thing. We can tell you after, but this will take like an hour
We can
long.
do the Anita Sarkeesian special.
It will be. But basically the only reason I said that was to relate it to Phil Fish, because he did say some stuff, but honestly, the amount of hate he was getting, you can only be pushed in one direction so far. But
and one last thing on Phil Fish is I would like to speak for all Asian people and say he is not racist.
Yay, there you go.
I would like to end that because I think I know enough about Asian people to be able to say these things.
Tom has said that. It is all right.
Thomas
are good.
has spoken.
Thomas has spoken. As we know, he speaks for all Asian people.
Yes.
We all kind of look, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You played anything else, Tom?
Your heartstrings, Brett.
Of course, as always.
Lots of Game Gear, right?
I need to turn on my air conditioner.
He's gaming my gear, if you know what I mean.
Stevie, what have you been playing?
Yes, I've been playing 2 games. One of them I can't really talk about, but I will be by the time this... No, I won't by the time this comes out. I've been playing a game. It's really good. I'll talk about it next week, but I'm just saying I really dig it. Another game I've been playing is on the PS Vita because I've just been doing it in, as I've been saying. Yeah, I got my Vita back a while ago.
Oh,
but,
last you talked about it, it was in that pawn shop type place or whatever it is.
I got it out for my birthday.
Ah.
But, But basically, I've just been sort of playing things in short bursts on a commute because I haven't been time to do like anything really story driven or anything. So what I've been playing on my Vita is Muramasa Rebirth.
I want to get that, but I don't want to pay $35 for something that's been out on the Wii already.
It's good. I had the Wii version, but I never really got into it. I never really got the flow of gameplay that much. And as soon as I on this time, as soon as I realized that it's basically a stylized beat 'em up, that's when I really got into it. When I realized, oh, this is what the game is. And so it's got very fluid combat. The visuals are, it's a vanillaware game. They always have really striking visuals, so it's obviously brilliant. If there's anything I don't like, I think it's the dialogue. I think the translation is a little bit cheesy. It's kind of set in this all old school, like Oriental, ancient East kind of thing, but they all say words like fuck, and they just say like cheesy things like that, and I don't think it really fits the atmosphere of
So
the
it's
game.
basically Soul Calibur 5 in that regard.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know that reference, but I'm guessing. No,
Or
not
Keanu
big tips.
Reeves, 47 Ronin.
Yeah, something like
Or the
that.
new Clash of the Titans when Medusa's called a bitch.
Yeah, something like that.
At least they didn't call it Snake Tits.
But I don't.
The
I
fuck?
don't really. I don't really like the dialogue in the game, but everything else is really nice. The combat is really lovely and fluid. I'm on the second campaign. I just be. Actually, you get to choose. There's I forgot what their name, but I just beat the guy's campaign, and I'm on the girl's campaign. She's possessed by a demon, so I'm figuring that shiz out. The bosses are really, really cool because it's a vanillaware game. They put really detailed. They put a lot of effort into their bosses. I just love looking at the game, especially since the Vita screen is so nice. It's just a really engaging game to look at, even if you're on a train or something.
Cool.
Have you guys
Miramasa,
played
good game
Miramasa?
on the train. No, I haven't.
Oh, it's a good game on
It's
a train.
pretty cheap on the Wii. I think it's sub 20.
It's worth it.
That's
It's worth
why I
it.
don't want to pay $35 for it. I don't know.
I have one more thing I was doing that I wanted to plug real quick that I forgot. Speaking of sub 20, on Amazon.com, Console Wars is less than $20 now. It's 18, so for the hardback version, and I just bought that again. So now I have the digital and hardback.
Yeah, I need physical books. Cool. That's all you've been playing, Stevie? Earthquake Test, Brett?
Ah, damn it.
So Scotty, yo, what you been playing?
Well, I bought one
You
of
have
these.
to answer as a bro.
Oh, dude!
He needs a Bud Light with lime
Oh.
first.
Stevie, do you want this to turn into episode 69, the kids' table again? Because that might start that.
Yes.
I did not listen to that.
Oh my
It's our
gosh.
racist one.
Anyway, I finally ran out of space on the 3 VMUs that I have for Dreamcast, so I went and bought another one. I found one that was still in the box, so
Oh!
it hadn't even been opened, and it even had you can see it shuffling around in there, the little battery tag. I was so excited when I turned that thing on. What's
Wait,
that?
you can actually play?
Did you really
Yeah.
want to open it though?
I needed it. I couldn't play anything else.
Yeah, why not?
So I got that, and I also bought a Dreamcast mic. They had a Dreamcast mic just sitting there too. I'm like, I don't care how much this is. I have not seen them anywhere like without the Seaman game. So, but I bought that, and I thought, oh sweet, I'm gonna play some Chow Adventure because I need to waste more time with that. But I realized why I only have 3 VMUs, and I remembered that on the Dreamcast Marathon, I couldn't find the VMU that has my Sonic Adventure save and all of my Chows on it. So I'm not starting that game over for the sake of upbringing Chows again. So instead I tried to play some Zombie Revenge and couldn't get the minigame to load on my VMU. I don't know why. I don't know what issues I was having with it. But played some of that and played a lot of Toy Commander and just kept getting pissed off at a certain level. You guys said none of you have played that, right?
Right.
Yeah, you guys need to all buy that game. And played a little bit of Shenmue as well. And then let's see what else is on my list here. Oh, I was showing the game Super Rub-a-Dub to a friend, and when it popped up, it showed that Sumo Digital actually made that game. Have you guys played Super Rub-a-Dub?
What? No.
I know of it.
It's so goofy. It was let me see if I can get a screenshot of it real quick here. The 10 games you can download. And this was back when people were like, "Oh my gosh, there's a tilt-a-whirl in the PS3 controller. We need to figure out a way to use this." So the game is just, let's see here.
Super, I love the name Super Rub-a-Dub.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But you just okay, let's hope the screen share works. You don't hit any buttons or anything. You just use the controller and tilt it to move. Here we go. Is that showing up all right there? You use the controller to move the board around, and you're a duck that has to collect baby ducks and then take them to this certain goal. And there's some levels where you're a shark and you have to eat the ducks and whatever. But it's fun. It's just like goofy and stupid, and it's fun. But that's made by Sumo Digital.
I don't give a duck about that game.
Yeah, after every level, it says that was splashing, or quacktastic, or that was brilliant.
Is this a video game or campaign?
Okay, that last billion is amazing.
So I went to the cinema
It's like-
recently, and I went to when I brought the ticket, I said this, and all my friends got annoyed. It was for X-Men, and I said, I hope this film is excellent.
Oh, man. And
So
I also
there you
played
go.
some Hyperdimension Neptunia PP, and I bought this comic today. It's not really a game, but I have to share it because look what it
Wait,
is.
what?
How
The
could this not
fuck?
be good?
Are you,
I haven't read
you
it yet.
Oh
No,
my god.
I literally bought it like an hour before we started recording, and they had this. They also had the X-Files Conspiracy, Ghostbusters, and a Transformers one is coming out. So,
Wait,
it
these
might
are
be
new? These are
horrible.
recent?
yeah, it's brand new.
my
Like these
God.
might be horrible, but I feel like if I own one of these, it could be a rare thing in the future. But whatever, it's Turtles.
I thought these were going to be like a weird cross-promotional thing from the 90s, not something that came out now.
No, it's not. Like the X-Files comic is still going for some reason. But and I actually also I do have a gift that someone gave me. I was gonna kind of unbox it if you guys wanted me to do that.
Do it.
Yeah.
A live unboxing?
So you might notice in the background, if you can even see it, something new on my shelf here, and it's in Hello Kitty wrapping paper, and it
Oh,
says
Jesus.
"Gotta go fast." So if now, do you guys want me to unbox it in the Scotty Mo style, or just right here now like this?
Scotty Mo style.
All right, we'll talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay, so
So,
what
boys, how
is-
about that Type Zero?
So, you know what's funny? Brett did a Sonic 06 AMV.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it got
let's talk
over a
about that.
million views!
God, Bretty
Ready?
Bretty used to do anime music videos and put them on YouTube. Tom, I think we should give ourselves 10 seconds to just laugh in his face, okay? So, 3,
Hey,
2,
hey, hey.
1. You made an end.
Bitches, look at
Whoa.
this! Oh my gosh, twinkling the ribbons and tearing this shit off because you gotta go fast. So let's peel this shit apart. We're gonna get this open, get out of that Hello Kitty vagina, and make way for the big dick. Whoa! For the man.
Was that an American flag in your sunglasses?
Yes. He's worn them before on here. When he did a song for you, Stevie, that you've heartlessly forgotten.
No, I remember. I don't remember the American
Hey, what's
flag.
up,
With the
guys? I had to
raptors?
go, help
You just
suck
blacked
my
out
aunt
for a
Megan.
I
So-
think a version from you from an alternate universe stopped by.
I would
Oh.
like to take
It
a
was wearing
moment
a
real
Mariah
quick.
K hoodie.
Oh, you mean I missed Scotty Mo again? Shucks.
I'd like to take a moment to apologize to Brett because I did something almost as bad that I just laughed at him about. I used to make Silent Hill AMVs.
Ooh!
How do you put that to music?
What song?
Just music from Silent Hill. It was more just like...
That's not as bad. It's not as fun.
That's acceptable. Akira Yamaoka.
But now I kind of want to do like Crush 40 Silent Hill music videos.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Do it and I'd be chuckling. I'd be
It
chuckling.
seems
Are those
when
the
you're
first
running away.
copy?
Oh, Knuckles.
What's that?
The hottest Sonic.
Are those the first full-figure ones?
No, I thought they were, but they're still really good. Mainly because... Oh, shit, hold on.
Yeah,
Mainly
like the
because
classic
that guy's
Amy.
in there.
Yeah, and that's Retro Amy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Retro Amy is cool.
It's not... It's Jazzwares, I think.
That's what my
Yeah. Listeners, you can't... It's a Sonic minifigure set. Yeah, same people that made those. But it's got Tails, Knuckles, Sonic, Old School Amy Rose, Super Sonic, and Metal Sonic.
I wanted
So
that. That's
I
really
probably won't ever take these out of the box. I'm not sure, though. So that's neat. That's what I've been playing. So now, does anyone have anything else they've been playing, or they remember anything else?
I've been remembering way too much thanks to these people.
Yeah.
I'm like,
To be
more-
fair, I got over 1 million views on that sucker, so who's laughing now?
Yeah, I took a film class and I submitted one of my Silent Hill AMVs for a surrealist film project.
Sorry, that is kind of funny. What was your grade?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what was your grade on it.
Oh, they loved it.
For taking
there we
other
go.
people's work and just
It wasn't like the project was a collage.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, that makes sense.
You can't go
Still
wrong with
really
Akira
fun, though.
Yamaoka, though, so I mean...
You really can't. It's almost cheating to use that music to get people to feel
Like-
something.
I don't like Silent Hill, but I love the soundtracks to Silent Hill, just because he's so damn good at what he does.
I love Silent Hill 1, 2, 3. I haven't really loved a game since then, except for Shattered Memories. And I mostly look forward to the soundtracks now. But Shattered Memories soundtrack is atrocious because I can actually pick out the GarageBand loops in that game.
Oh, really?
Is Yamaoka even part
Yeah.
of the sound
He
team?
did not. Yamaoka did not compose Shattered Memories,
Like,
and
I
you
think-
can tell because there's goddamn GarageBand loops in it.
Yeah, he wouldn't do something. No.
Midis in it.
That's something.
Scotty knows what I'm talking about.
I do actually. I've heard that in movies, like in actual movies I've seen in theaters. I've heard.
You can never unhear it anymore.
No, you can't. Once you've tried to make any song in GarageBand, you recognize their loops. Oh my gosh, that's retarded. Shattered Memories was the one that was the ice and snow thing, right?
Yeah, and the gameplay itself was really good and new and interesting, but
I
the
liked it.
music was the biggest step backwards I've ever heard.
I only played a little bit of it on the PSP, but I liked it. I heard the Wii version was the best, though.
That
oddly
game
enough.
was on everything. It was like on PS2.
No,
PS3.
it was. It was only on PS2, the PSP, and the Wii.
Yeah,
I swear it was on other things.
I don't
it can be
know.
on your Wii U now.
It could be.
Disgusting.
I get. You know, we talk about racism on the show every now and again. But
Is this
I'm
turning
pretty
into a
sure.
very special episode?
What's that?
Is this turning into a very special episode?
A very special confrontation with Brett.
On a very special episode of Sega Addicts.
The
We
Wii
find
U,
out-
more disgusting than racism.
Brett's ancestors were enslaved by Wii U tablets.
Explains so much. I'm actually just prepping something real quick so you guys can keep talking and just wasting time.
Speaking of gigantic steps backwards in soundtracks, do you mind if I do one piece of news that came from E3? I suppose. Do I go ahead and go into news?
Yeah, go ahead and then we'll use that to transition.
Okay, yeah, there was a gameplay video of Sonic Boom released either like right before the E3 conference or like right as it started, and the gameplay doesn't look awfully bad. It does kind of give flashbacks to the Werehog.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like Sonic Unleashed Take 2.
Yeah, a little bit, and like the
what are we
speed
talking
sections
about?
Sonic Boom. There was
Oh.
a Wii U gameplay video release. I
Right.
posted on the site. But the biggest thing was it was the first gameplay we've seen with we've actually heard the actual in-game sound, and boy howdy, what a fucking step back that was.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, the constant in-game
Constant!
commentary.
You thought the in-game commentary during like Sonic Heroes or 06 or Shadow was bad? Good God, they never shut up.
They
I
really
don't
did
think.
it.
Maybe I watched that with the sound off because I don't even remember what it sounded like. I was just.
But
I just
sounded like
Well, here's the reason you can't remember what it sounded like. The music. Like, generally, Sonic games, even the worst of them, are lauded for their soundtracks. This had no soundtrack.
get
this
that
just
Spencer
had-
Nelson back in there. Problem
But
solved.
here's the thing: do you think because this is an E3 early version / video of it that they're trying to like cram all the character stuff in, so you think, oh, it's a character-based game, it has a lot of interaction.
Would
In
not
the real
surprise
game,
me.
it'll be more spaced out.
That would not surprise me.
That
If they really wanted to get all of the voices in for the demo.
Yeah, but in reality, it might be it could be, that it really is that cluttered. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is just trying to tailor it in that way.
All right. Well, speaking of total bullshit, let's talk about E3. What do you say, guys? All right. Good stuff.
Absolutely beautiful.
Even
though I hate him right now.
That's
I love the Reginator.
The Regin. Oh, fucking hell.
Reggie.
Have you seen my avatar?
Yeah, you have a new Reggie avatar like every day.
Have you seen the Mega 64 Reggie videos?
Yeah, the Fiza mech.
Great.
That's great.
I still can't believe he actually said "kick your ass" during E3 though.
That was the best moment of E3.
I didn't even watch that part. To be honest, I only watched Sony's thing because that was the only thing that was playing when I wasn't at work, and I just didn't. I got the sum up of, hey, big news, guys! Microsoft announced Halo.
Oh, that's a thing.
Actually, that's
You
the
know what
funny
they've
thing.
done every year for the past decade? Announced Halo.
This is actually kind of a funny thing. I was watching E3 with a friend of mine, and the trailer for Destiny came up, and I was telling him, I said, this looks a lot like Halo. This is probably inspired by Halo. And then I literally in the same sentence I went, I wonder what Destiny's going to look like. I always wondered. And then it went Destiny. I was like, oh, Destiny's basically Halo then. Because it really looks like Halo.
Yeah, it's by Bungie, who now hates Microsoft, and that's why it's not
I
coming
know,
out.
but it doesn't. They could have done something different. They're not stuck to doing things that look exactly like Halo.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke.
So before we get too carried away, let's talk about what Sega had to show. Like Brett was saying, they showed some footage for Sonic Boom, which is going to have a different game on the 3DS and on the Wii U. The gameplay looks like Ratchet and Clank. There was one part where I think Knuckles and Sonic were fighting a boss or something, and Knuckles had to throw things at the boss, and Sonic would jump at them, I think, if I remember correctly. I didn't watch that much footage on it because I don't want to be thinking that I need a Wii U. So
You know what that hook mechanic reminded me of? Because they have this new grapple mechanic.
yeah, the the tether beam or something.
Yeah, the tether beam. It reminded me of Knuckles Chaotix.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I thought that is such a strange thing to draw inspiration from for a new Sonic game. But for the most part,
weird.
yeah, what they showed off looked like an action game with Sonic in it, and kind of messy.
It didn't really look like, like Brett was saying, it looked like Sonic Unleashed, but even less than that almost. It was basically like DLC for Ratchet and Clank, where you could play as Sonic and Knuckles. I'm not saying that to be mean. It's what it looked like to me. I'll probably play it at some point and still enjoy it, but I won't feel like I'm playing a Sonic game from the looks of that.
No.
The 3DS one looks like it's more of a Sonic game than the Wii U one, because the 3DS one's side-scrolling only, which I'm okay with as long as it's better than Sonic Generations on the 3DS. That game was so difficult, but I don't know. I mean, I'll have it on 3DS before I have it on Wii U, so what do you guys think about it, though?
Well, like I mentioned, I'm not going to play this game because well, obviously I'm not going to get a Wii U, and I don't have a 3DS right now. But what I was interested in is how they would handle like the soundtrack and everything, because I'm a big fan of the Sonic soundtracks. And what they've done, like I was saying before, is they've taken away all like the melodies and stuff that, kind of like the memorable melodies and like the instrumentation and everything. They've just made it generic orchestra number 58, basically.
You mean you don't like the wub wub?
No. There's no dubstep. There's no nothing. It's just very light orchestra music, like you'd hear in a Saturday morning cartoon. And it's not very good.
What Saturday morning cartoon has orchestra music?
Well, like the fake, like synthesized.
The good ones that we don't remember.
Yeah, apparently.
Like the synth, not like a full-on like 40-piece orchestra or any of that.
Just
shit.
like 5 people in the synthesizers.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
good, right.
And no guitars, like none of that stuff. It has no charm to it. I don't think.
Of synths.
What? Mother.
Sextet of synths. Just in case I broke up for
It
listeners.
does seem like it's
Sextet
trying
of
to appeal
synths.
to a cartoon audience, definitely.
Yeah, it's cartoon video game.
And which even goes for what they're naming this for Japan, which is going to be Sonic Toon.
Sonic 2.
Yeah, it's basically
But even-
what would happen if they really heavily marketed Sonic Underground.
But like, here's the thing, like even Sonic Underground had more soul and charm than this game had.
I would hope Sonic Underground, the game, would have better music.
I think Sonic
No.
Underground, the game, would basically be Rock Band.
Yeah.
It would be Rock Band, but they came with Sonic scalps.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would actually be a better game than Sonic Boom.
And the only
I
song
am
in...
looking forward to the 3DS one, though. I can say that for sure.
I think they'll both be fun. I think that even though people just saw gameplay, they'll still play Sonic Lost World and be like, this isn't what I thought it would be. Why am I not running really fast? I don't care anymore about that. I'm okay with just a fun Sonic game, I guess. Call me crazy.
Nah.
So that was Sonic Boom. The other big thing was Alien Isolation. They had they released a new trailer with kind of trying to play off the creepy stuff more. I don't know how much they can tell us how creepy this game is going to be until everybody plays it, but
Especially since what I played wasn't that creepy. Just saying.
I'm just going to make a prediction about Alien Isolation based on what I've seen. This is going to... What the hell are you doing, Steve?
I'm trying to get my fucking camera right. Don't draw attention to it.
He's creepier than Aliens Isolation so far.
Talk about how I'm right about aliens.
Your
I don't know. I can't say you are.
Aliens
played
video diary.
I hope they
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
put a demo out beforehand, or like maybe the same day even, because
It just
I don't know.
looks like
I mean, it's
maybe-
Aliens. I'm gonna buy it because it's Aliens, and I'm an idiot like that. But I'm still semi-excited for it. I say that, but then watching Sony's press conference, they have a lot of exclusives that are of creepy genre, not necessarily survival horror, but creepy and scary. And then also Alien Isolation's coming out, so
It's gonna get overshadowed.
I
Like,
think so.
Yeah.
It has a what's the date it's coming out now? I can't remember.
It's gonna be in October. I just can't remember the exact day.
As long as they do some marketing around it and don't just like poop it out, it'll be good.
This is Sega we're talking about. There's not gonna be any marketing whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I think if they just let Creative Assembly do the marketing, they'll be fine. Because they've done, I follow their Facebook, so I keep up with all their stuff, but they're pretty good with updates, at least on a weekly basis. So I don't know. I hope you're proven wrong, Stevie. Nothing against your
I hope
opinion
so
or anything.
too.
But
No, absolutely. I hope so too. I hope that what happened is it was a bad demo experience and that it's an actual good game. I am the first person who wants me to be proven wrong about this.
yeah.
I think we'd all like to be wrong about all of this, and Sonic Boom be amazing, Alien be amazing, and
Yeah.
just have great games. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Give me a reason to be happy to walk into GameStop and buy a physical game again. Like, I don't do that much anymore.
When was the
Although,
last
if we're
time
talking
I was outside of physical game purchase.
I think mine was Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah. Actually, no, I think Metal Gear Solid HD, although that wasn't that recent. That
Oh,
doesn't count, I think.
I thought we
I
were talking about Sega only. Then
I skipped out
Sega
of the
only,
shop.
then yeah, Anarchy Reigns. If that's
Yeah.
the case, then yeah.
Yeah,
I was really excited about Sonic Generations, and I was right to be. That was great.
Yeah, some generations, yeah.
yeah.
Anarchy.
I
I
should.
think,
While we're talking,
Miku was like the last time I was like super happy to buy a.
Oh, duh. Yeah, Brett. That's
when
true.
speaking of buying physical games, I was in a GameStop and forgot that Hyperdimension PP was coming out. So I was like, oh shit! If I don't reserve this, I probably won't get this game because I'm pretty sure no one reserved it. So I reserved it the day before, and then I bought my copy, and then I was in there a couple days later and saw that they had like 4 or 5 more copies. I'm like, you're welcome.
I'm just surprised that anyone in this day and age, when you can buy things on Amazon, that anyone would buy it physically and hold that in their hands at a register, because I would not.
Yeah.
You have to
I would not.
support
This is how I feel about Catherine, buying Catherine at work.
I'm sorry, but GameStop hires a lot of employees, and it's for the economy. Tom, if you want the economy to fall, then let that be on your end. But if you want to support the average Joe worker, if you want to support the average Joe worker, you will go, no, I will not go to Amazon.com. I will buy it in a store from a clerk.
Yes.
That is what you would do if you're a true American.
That's where I get my pedophilic games from, in public.
Yeah.
Have fun with your family and
And
friends.
on the topic of that, Sega also had
Hulkamaniac.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva F second at E3. They had that on the floor. I mean, what can we say about that game at this point? We know it's going to be good. I'm going to get it.
I've
They
got it
also
reserved.
get new star notes in this game. And so the star notes in Project Diva F was the swipe the screen or slap the stick.
This is Little
And
Ash.
yeah, and for this new one, it looks like there's going to be tracing notes, and I don't know how that's going to work on the
Tracing notes? What do you mean?
It looks like
Like,
there's
you have
going
to
to be
actually
lines
draw
on the
on the
screen where
screen.
you move your finger.
Oh boy.
Oh, I thought you meant on the big console version.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work on PS3. I'm going to be interested to see that.
Maybe
Now,
they'll
Frank-
make you use like move the controller or something.
Oh God, no!
That,
God, no.
I hope not. But
If they're
who knows?
expecting us to get any sort of perfect on that game, don't expect us to use 6-axis to do any motion controls. Damn it!
I think I got perfect on one song in the first Miku game.
I got perfect on. God, what was it? I think-
This is a topic for another
That
day.
was probably perfect.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh no, no, it's that one
Oh.
that Kaito did.
Don't
The one
look back.
Fuck you,
Come
Brett.
I don't even like that song, but it was so easy to get a perfect on.
It was Weekender Girl for me. All right. Anyway, let's talk
That
It was the
was
about
good.
that's told by Ginger for me.
fantastic.
You can make a thing based on the As Told by Ginger theme in that game.
Brilliant, I'm getting it now. Someone told me the grass is
So also, so that's what
Yeah,
Sega had
so-
to say, but kind of related to Sega, Platinum had a few games that they announced, or well, they had one game they announced for exclusive to Xbox One called Scalebound. Did
And
you
Hideki
guys?
Kamiya looked like he was dead inside as he announced it.
Oh, I didn't see it. I just watched the trailer, but it looks like you are it's in a dragon world and you have armor that's made of dragon scales, I guess, and you can like activate it to completely cover yourself or whatever. And from the impression I got from the trailer was that you kind of have a friend dragon that you ride around on and you're fighting other dragons. I don't think it had any gameplay in it, so I'm not sure if it's like a runner, like a fly around on rails thing at all, like any of the Panzer Dragoon stuff, or if it's like a beat 'em up, like most of Platinum stuff is. Do you guys know what the gameplay's like, or did you see it?
They didn't show. I think it was all just a cutscene, basically, in the
Yeah.
in the trailer. I didn't see any gameplay. All I remember is his dead, soulless eyes as he announced it. Pretended to be excited about the Xbox, and then he blocked me on Twitter, and it was awesome.
Wait, what? Whoa, go ahead.
Controversy.
He went on a blocking spree on Twitter. I
Yeah,
watched it.
Hideki Kamiya basically he went on a blocking spree. If anybody asked him any sort of question, he would block them basically. So a lot of people just decided to ask him the most batshit crazy stuff,
Oh,
just
so
to,
he
it was
pulled a
like,
Phil Fish.
yeah, basically, and it was actually likable and awesome. And
So
I
Brett, you are now blocked by a video game developer. That's pretty cool.
pretty dope. It's pretty
Something.
dope.
Yep.
I asked him when we were gonna get a Kill la Kill video game, and that's what got
Blocked.
me blocked.
Instantly.
Luckily, I can still follow him because I've got him on the Sega Addicts feed, and I didn't. I
Great.
didn't,
Glad you announced that. That's wonderful. Well,
I didn't risk getting us blocked by him.
good
But-
call.
Of course, you wouldn't just say that right now, as
Yeah,
if you would
that's
listen.
the same thing. That's true. I mean, it's platinum, so I have faith that it'll be fun and somehow ridiculous. The more directly Sega-related info was they showed off a bunch of new stuff for Bayonetta 2.
Yay!
Uh,
And they was oh god, sorry, I'm gonna not let you talk because this is the one I'm excited about. I love Bayonetta. I was excited about the news that they were saying about Bayonetta 2.
You want to tell us what it was?
yeah.
Yo! Now this is a story all about how I found out how to Bayonetta 2, and I'd like to tell you a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you what news is going to happen with Bayonetta 2 on Wii U.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't played the first Bayonetta, then I think soon you're going to be, hey, hater, I'm not going to play Bayonetta 2 because I haven't played the first one. No, I haven't. Then a couple of guys who are up to no good started making trouble in the Wii U hood. And they started to say the following words. We're going to put Bayonetta 1 on the same thing you heard. What? It's going to be the definitive version, and it's going to be physical in Japan. And if you like Mario and if you like Link, then hold yourself together, because they'll be in there too. Sing!
Nice rhyme.
Yeah, anyway.
It's basically that. Bayonetta 1 is going to be inside Bayonetta 2.
That's
Yeah,
a
if I had a
bad
nickel
words.
every time I heard that.
The physical disc will be in the Japanese version, but I think all other versions are going to have you'll be able to download it. But if you buy the digital version of Bayonetta 2, you don't get Bayonetta 1. But it has a full game, and you get costumes in the first Bayonetta to look like Link, Samus, or Peach, Princess Peach.
I still want a Kirby costume, damn it.
And
I love that if you play as Peach, the portal that the demon comes out of is Bowser.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Is it's not just costume differences. You can summon Bowser from the demon dimension. Link, you collect rupees. You collect rupees, and you actually use a Master Sword. And when you get a new item or whatever, or unlock a door, it does that do 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 do, but with less prepubescent sounds. And with Samus, the only thing it sounded like you get to flick her visor down and up or something, but I don't know. So it's kind of cool. And they announced 2-player co-op. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work, but that exists in Bayonetta. They kind of already announced that a while ago, but
I figure one will play as Teresa and one will play as Joan.
is that
Yeah,
a
that would
little
be the way
boy?
to go about it.
No, that's the girl in the red with the white hair.
No, I know who Jean is.
Oh,
The little
Teresa.
boy.
No, Teresa is Bayonetta's real name, I think. If I
Oh,
remember correctly.
Come on, get with it,
Sure.
Scotty. You don't know the Bayo canon?
I know.
I
I
want
know.
that to be a weapon in the game. I'll tell
I
you that
know.
much.
I know her canons pretty well, though.
Oh.
Mhm.
Praise it! New catchphrase. I'm going to say that whenever something good happens.
Great. Yeah, and she's gonna be controlling a mech in it. I have that bullet point here. I don't even know why I put that in there, but that happens.
Why would you need to bullet point that one? That should be something that's fresh in your mind all the time.
Yeah, it should be on shorthand.
Huh. So that's pretty cool, and I really want to play that game, and I don't know if it'll make me get a Wii U, but
I
want
actually think it's really interesting how they're tying Bayonetta into the Nintendo canon with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they just need to throw her in Smash Brothers now, or have
I
her
wouldn't be surprised.
downloadable assist characters or something.
I'd be really interested if the costumes work like Sonic Lost World DLC does. So it has a complete stage set up just for that costume.
I don't think they'll do that.
That'd be cool.
Well, you
though.
never know, though.
I don't know.
I don't want to be excited for this because I hate the Wii U so much, but god damn it, it's Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 2. Actually, to be fair, if any one company won out of the main things at E3, it was Nintendo. They had the most playable. They're games that you could actually say, oh, I know what the gameplay to that is going to look like. It wasn't just a sort of weird short CGI film.
Everything Stevie just said, I echo in eternity.
It wasn't like, oh, and also they didn't have, oh god, there's nothing worse. I'm going to go on a rant here. I hate pandering, and I especially hate pandering to stupid potheads. So when they did the...
Ubisoft?
What?
Was that the Ubisoft one? Whatever her name. Girl
Yeah, oh my god.
Said, Brett, you say it, because it embarrassed
Okay, this is the thing. This is the thing. Ubisoft, this is another reason I feel so bad about buying Watch Dogs, because I technically paid for this to happen. The last 3 years they've had Aisha Tyler, who is a really awful comedian, who also tried to take Drew Carey's role in Whose Line Is It Anyway when they rebooted it, and she sucks at it.
She does the voice of what's her name in Arthur. Or Archer, sorry.
That too. And she's completely unfunny. She's bombed at E3 each of the last few years that she's been there as their host.
I'm usually fine with her, but this year it really felt like pandering when she said
it was trying too hard to be edgy. And she was like, "Oh, it's 420 up in here. It's so smoky." And it's like,
yeah,
shut
it
up,
was
just shut
literally
the
what
fuck
she
up.
said, and it was so annoying. Whenever something like that is just shoehorned into like a professional expo or something, it just makes me cringe. It just really makes me cringe.
Trying so hard to be edgy, and it's like, no, I don't want that. That just made me not want to buy any of your games. Stop hiring her. Stop it. Just stop it.
Treehouse was.
What was that?
Did we talk about how great Treehouse was? I just want to keep things positive now.
Oh yeah, Treehouse was good.
Oh, well, I can make it positive. Aisha Tyler does appear in Watch Dogs as an NPC.
Does she?
Yes.
How much money did that cost?
Does she look like this at all? Maybe this a little bit?
No.
Just slightly there, maybe?
No, but I was able to punch her in the face for how bad she was at E3. So that was very satisfying. Thank you.
That's
All right.
dark, man.
Actually, no, it won't let you shoot her though.
So instead of talking about
really dark,
virtual women, let's talk. Are we just still on Sega E3, or are we talking about general E3 now?
We can go into
I think
general.
we finished all of the Sega stuff. I just want to highlight my favorite thing of E3. My favorite playable thing of E3 was absolutely Splatoon. Just because it is the essence of how out of touch Nintendo is, yet at the same time that makes them create the most interesting stuff.
Is it like the Blob meets graffiti mode and Tony Hawk?
It's like someone
It's a
said to
first-person
Nintendo,
shooter.
Nintendo, guys, you need to have a shooter on your console, and they're like, we got it. Ink squids. It's like, no, you completely missed the point.
No, that's what I love about it, is that they went, okay, let's do a shooter, but we'll make it with multicolored ink jets from different types of sea creatures. It'll be great.
And that
Miyamoto,
Mario
rolling up.
That gameplay looks absolutely fun. I am excited.
To be fair, there's actually, oh my god, we should start a Splatoon clan. Start one.
On what? Oh, you mean in the game?
Yeah, let's do
That would
that.
require all of us to get Wii U's, Stevie.
I want
that's
Wii
his
U,
evil
actually.
plan.
To be fair, the console I want most of this going into the new generation from this E3 was definitely the Wii U.
Oh, man, mine's a PS4.
PS4.
See, I would say a PS4 for one thing, which was all the indie games like Inside, which Inside looks great, but
Broforce.
mostly Broforce. Mostly though, I love that Devolver had their own section at the Sony thing. That was amazing. Sunset Overdrive looks fucking brilliant.
That looks cool.
Only on Xbox One, so...
Are you fucking with me? I thought it was another. Oh god.
That one looks so fun.
It's made by Naughty Dog, but it's an Xbox One exclusive.
Stevie, did you know Devolver is publishing Hot Tofu Boyfriend?
Sweet.
What?
Devolver is going to be publishing a dating sim where you date pigeons. And it's
Okay.
called How to Full Boyfriend.
It's great. Devolver are probably like they're just great. They've got all the sweet things. I squealed inside when a clip from Hotline Miami 2 appeared on the big screens at E3. It was pretty great.
I've
That,
never finished the first one. I need to
That
get to that.
Entwined game looks
Should
pretty
finish
cool.
the first one.
Entwined looks cool, and I'm gonna get that mainly
Yeah.
to support Carnegie Mellon because that's a college from Pittsburgh. So
Was that those two bird and whale thing?
Yeah.
bird and fish, yeah.
Bird and fish. Yeah,
Home
that's,
team.
I
gotta
loved it.
support
He
the
was
home team.
basically like, this was actually like a Dreamcast thing, kind of. He said, and it's available right now.
now. Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Saturn.
Saturn, yeah, Saturn.
Saturn references here.
That's the Saturn. Okay, I thought it
Yeah,
was Dream.
for Saturn Day. The
That was
Saturday.
cool. No, I loved that this E3 more than ever. You can just tell that the independents are pushing the medium forward. Like everything looked pretty cool. Sunset Overdrive looked pretty cool. Nintendo looked pretty cool, but it was just everything else that blew it away. There's just so many interesting indie things coming along, and Inside looks so beautiful.
This isn't an indie thing, but the Great War, or whatever it was called. The
Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Hearts.
Hearts.
That
I
looks
want
good.
that.
That
I want
that
fucking-
looks genuinely good.
I don't
Valiant
think
Players
I-
a War Dog. Valiant, I'm down with that.
My
That comes
favorite.
out this month, doesn't it? That comes out on
Yeah, that comes out pretty soon as well.
this week, I think. I think it comes out on the 24th.
My favorite E3 moment was definitely the Smash tournament, though.
I
Because
didn't watch that either.
Come back next year and
watching
kick your ass.
thinking would be stupid, and I just like I'd watch it a little bit and then whatever, I'd turn it off. But I've watched it start to finish, and it was just so much fun. And I had Twitter on half of my screen and the tournament on the other, and just watching people live tweet it and everything was so much fun. It was just a good
Mega
time.
Man, Super Fighting Robot.
Come
just
on,
leave it
Mega
alone.
I did see that. I saw that. I watched that 5 seconds, but that was
I
it.
love that. I've watched that so many times.
Oh my
Saving
god.
the world.
Reggie, like, I'll come back next year and I'm gonna kick your ass.
And everybody lost their shit at that. It was amazing.
Reggie has now become completely self-aware, and I love it.
Yeah.
Reggie,
Completely.
That, and, oh my god, the Mega 64 videos are so fucking good.
Yeah. Everybody go watch Mega 64 Reggie film. Reggie feeds
Yeah.
him mech.
He's the mech, yeah. I
so-
love that they basically went to Mega 64 and basically gave them the power to make a commercial to do whatever they want, and they said, okay, let's make Reggie a mech and he'll have laser beam eyes.
He'll kill people asking about Star Fox.
Yeah.
the Nintendo digital event was crazy, with Reggie and Iwata battling.
And we can't forget that Pac-Man was announced for Smash Brothers, so that's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm more excited to see the Pac-Man levels than
I
Pac-Man.
can't wait to play Sonic and Smash. That's gonna.
And I guess somehow, I don't know if you guys ever watched Conan O'Brien's Clueless Gamer, but he actually played Smash Brothers early, and at one point a game of Pong somehow breaks out within the Smash Brothers match, and so that happens somehow. So there's very
I think
little
that's an
that's
assist
not
trophy.
in Smash Brothers anymore, but...
No, I kind of love that Smash Brothers is becoming at least a series that has a couple of things from different companies, because I really like that. I like that they had Snake in the last one. I hope they have something else from Konami in this one.
Well,
And-
it's just amazing how they're just throwing stuff together and showing, like, we don't have to all say, hey, we're the greatest game company, we're the greatest game company. We can just be in one fun game.
Yeah.
And it's not just during the tournament. One thing that I thought was really awesome is that the assist trophy for Shadow the Hedgehog is crazy cool.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, he comes
Stop.
up, does chaos control, and it looks like he freezes your enemies.
Okay.
In
Oh.
time.
Can we talk about how fucking awesome Mega Man's Final Smash is?
When I first saw a screenshot of that, I thought that that was going to be all his alternate costumes, but
No, that's so fucking cool. I love
it brings out all the, for the listeners or people that don't know, it brings out, you know, the Mega Man from Legends, from X, from the Network Battle,
From,
etc.
like,
And
nearly
like they all
every
do
version of
one
them.
giant just blast
Charge
across the
shot,
screen,
yeah.
so it's pretty
Every
good.
Rockman you can think of.
And
Many strong Rockmen await you.
so it's pretty cool. I think one of the I don't know if this is true or not. It might have been someone trolling on the internets, but Pac-Man's alternate costumes, I think one of them is Miss Pac-Man, but I could be wrong.
That'd be great.
So
Is
I
that
hope
just
so.
Great.
oh
Yeah.
Oh man, the budget for that game just shot through the roof.
yeah,
now.
it just oh my god, I can't believe why that game's just gone out.
Nintendo is dead.
They're gonna have to get rid of Peach at this point. You just can't. It's just so expensive.
They're gonna have to sell.
I will admit that at first I was pissed that Zero Suit Samus and Samus are separate characters, but I can understand why they did that too. I think they did the same thing with Sheik, right? Or is
Yeah,
she not in there?
The characters no longer change forms.
Yeah. I guess that's balancing it, whatever. But yeah, so that's cool.
Man, I can't believe. So, I just want to say, Ubisoft does know that the most famous female French assassin was female, right, and not male. I know I just said female French assassin, but the most famous French assassin was female, and they've got a game with 4 angry white dudes.
That sounds like a movie. That the third
4 angry white dudes.
Yeah.
And they basically.
Now there
maybe.
was something that Jim Sterling was talking about on Twitter that bugged me a little bit,
Of course there was.
and it's like I completely agree with adding women in. That is just something that should have been in there from the very start.
Call of Duty might do it before you know it.
It's so expensive, Brett.
But it's like he's also calling for like oh god, I don't want to get into this topic because it might come across wrong. But he was also calling for like different races and stuff. And while I can understand why that would be good.
Have you seen my Twitter diatribe about how there's barely any Asian characters in video games? Like
I am not.
Wasn't
I
Turok
did a
a Native
whole-
American?
I did a whole tweet series called
That does
Tropes
ahead of
versus
their time.
Asians in Video Games.
Series of tweets.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to start assaulting you now, Thomas, because you're pointing out flaws in an industry that I am going to say there's no problems whatsoever. So you are not allowed to criticize them in any way, Tom.
I think you'll appreciate one of my tweets. One of my tweets was, "Not all Asians are part of the Yakuza, you know. Sometimes we're playing Space Harrier to avenge our dead father."
But
Hashtag
like,
Tropes versus Asians video games.
Isn't Mega Man supposed to be Asian?
Save Shenmue.
but like,
No, I'm
Bro,
genuinely.
every Asian in games looks white.
Yeah, that's why I genuinely don't. Isn't the like the designs for generally way back in retro times for the NES and stuff, aren't the character designs supposed to be Asian, but they look white? I think.
I'm pretty sure Mario's supposed to always have been Italian.
Yeah, no. I mean stuff like that. I mean like in Final Fantasy designs and stuff like that. They always look white, but I always think that canonically they're supposed to be Asian.
yeah,
That doesn't support my argument, so I'm not going to point it out.
no, you're completely right though. If it's not presenting itself as it's kind of
well, it's
not
like
that
you
good.
look at like Tekken, and it's like you have like Asuka Kazama. who
No,
was
nobody
most
looks
definitely-
at Tekken.
Yeah,
No.
no one's gonna. Yeah, no, just go away, Brett. Stop it. No.
All right, I'm going.
Go back to your alley.
Why
Oh,
is
no.
why
Oh, I thought he dropped us for a second, because if he drops the call, then we lose the call.
why is Brett such a fan of that Liam Neeson movie?
Oh my gosh.
This can't go well.
What about Tekken again, or whatever the sequel is called?
Brett,
Let's
come
see.
back. We'll let you talk about Tekken. No, we won't. We'll let you talk about Tekken.
Maybe he's queuing up his Sonic 06 AMV.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna
He's
start just doing a
crying.
live stream with
He's
Tekken.
crying into his pillow blanket.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Whatever you call them. What are those big anime pillowcases that you call them?
I refuse to answer that question on account of the fact that I know the answer.
Do you have one? Oh, I bet you have one.
I do not have one.
Tom has one. You have an anime pillow.
If I had an anime pillow, I would.
So you're always talking about your girlfriend. That's just your shorthand for your anime pillow. You don't really. Your girlfriend isn't living. She's stuff.
Scotty met her.
I did meet her, or I at least met some girl with Tom.
Yeah, but was she printed on a cover of a pillowcase? That's the real thing, Scotty.
She was a human. She was a human being.
Well,
As far
okay.
as far
That
as
is
Scotty
okay.
knows.
I can admit when I'm wrong. You at least don't let her know that you have a pillow anime.
I'm pretty sure she'd find out.
Why have you got such an unusually large pillowcase, Tom?
It's,
Why has it got this anime girl? And I don't know.
It was a gift.
It was a
I
gift.
own a shockingly small amount of porn, as in I own 0 porn.
I don't know how we're getting
No
to
one
this. But
owns porn anymore.
yeah, why are you paying for it?
Yeah,
Anyway,
unless you count bookmarking. But who
Well,
bookmark?
there is doujinshi you can get at anime cons.
Oh god, I
yep,
don't even.
I really want to spend money on that. So, other stuff. I'm excited for Bloodborne. Looks cool. What was the other one? The Crew. The Crew? Is that 1886? The Crew or something? And
Oh, the game set in Victorian times?
yeah,
That's the order.
The Order, yeah.
The Order. Yeah, the Crew. Whatever. Fuck it. And then
Crew. Look, why would it be in Victorian times and called The
I
Crew?
don't because game titles don't make any sense anymore.
The
Gears of
Crew.
War. I mean, come on. Anyway, and
wrong.
Suda51 has a new game coming out. Let It
Yeah.
Die, which could be cool. I don't know. The game, all the trailers for the things that I just mentioned. Well, the only thing that had gameplay was The Order, which looks basically like Resident Evil 4, so I'm okay with that. But the other ones didn't really have gameplay, but their atmospheres looked cool.
The most
No.
impressive thing about the order was that it looked like there was no difference between cutscene and gameplay.
Oh yeah, seamless. It looked really good.
That was really cool.
Do you know, I'm
Sony did a good show until someone decided to add an extra hour onto their presentation.
There was
It was done. I thought it was going to be done at 10 p.m. and it was still going and not showing anything I cared about.
I was watching it with a friend. It started at like 1 a.m. Me and a friend had just finished an essay for uni, and we were watching it because I was staying at his house, and we were like, okay, we'll watch the first hour. And then he was like, this has to be the end of it, right? And I said, well, I think it's going on.
The way it ended, too. I think Little Big Planet was last, or like in that
It
final
was like
hour they
Little
showed her.
Big Planet, and then there was, I think, No Man's Sky made it
No Man's
sound
Sky.
like it was the last thing.
It
And so,
It looked like it should have just been Star Wars Battlefront 3, but it wasn't.
but I basically said to him, you know what? It's just go to bed. There's probably only going to be like 5 minutes left in this. I'll let you know in the morning. And he said, oh yeah, I'm pretty pissed that they didn't announce a new Uncharted or anything because I love that series. And I said, yeah, don't worry.
Oh, I
I went up to him yesterday. I said, so it went on for another hour, and they announced a new Uncharted, and he was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I also found it funny how everyone was freaking out about Vib Ribbon, but then nothing happened about Vib Ribbon.
The big Sony announcement, though, was Grim Fandango.
Yes, I lost my shit at that. That was cool.
Twitter just blew the fuck up.
I've never played any of those. Or, I mean, I've never played that, so I can't get excited about it or pretend to be. But it's cool that that's happening. And the little girl's letter, quote unquote, that was pretty good.
That was really funny. Like,
yeah.
I was excited.
What's hilarious to me every year is they shouldn't get the people that make games to talk about their games because those are the most awkward people in the world. Yeah. And that's not a slam. I know some people that make games, and yes, I'm poking fun at my roommate, but they're not the most like personable people in the world.
No.
But even sometimes the announcers, like if Reggie, Reggie doesn't make those fucking games, but he doesn't need to because he tells you how amazing they are.
Well,
but like fair, Sony's spokesperson, his voice was like, well,
to be fair, it's not that their social skills or something are out of bounds because we don't know them. It's just that presenting in front of millions of people is a vastly different skill. Like it's an actual skill set that needs to be learnt.
But,
and as much as I dug on whatever her name was for making those stoner jokes, and stuff like that, and when she was all being like girlwood and all that kind of stuff. As much as I hate that, like, she's good at her job, which is acting natural in front of thousands of people while trying to.
Gotta be the hype man.
But
little
you know who fucking nailed it though? Was Nintendo's digital event. They turned their game designers into rock stars because they didn't have to have them live on stage. They had them just on camera, intimate settings and everything, and they nailed it. They fucking nailed it.
Except for
that's how it worked.
The Treehouse hosts or whatever that guy and girl, they were pretty awkward.
I like them.
Do you know who I want back? Do you remember the trailer for the original Sonic All-Stars? I want Alex and Jen back.
Who? What?
What?
You don't. Oh, okay. After this, I'll show you.
Alex and Jen.
Yes. Brett, you remember Alex and Jen?
Yes, I do.
From who?
Yeah.
From what?
They are the best presenters, and they should have been at E3. I'll show you guys afterwards. I'll put a video on this chat. But
I think Sony made a mistake by getting rid of Kevin Butler.
Yeah.
Basically, Alex and Jen are two cool kids on a settee playing Sonic All-Stars going, you can even ride bananas. Whoa, super horn. Cool. Brilliant. Alex and Jen.
One of them wear 3D glasses at all times.
No, I'll show you guys Alex and Jen after.
You know what was great though was that the Smash tournament they brought out Sakurai, and the crowd went fucking crazy, and it was awesome to behold. I was so excited for him. It was just a good time, and that's what I really loved about what Nintendo did this year is they made developers the centerpiece.
It's becoming that way. Like like Suda51, shit. What is his name? Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Like, people know who they are now.
Ken Levine.
Kazunori Yamauchi.
Swery65.
Sure. But,
I get what you're saying. I like that we're finally, like famous authors, famous directors, we can start actually naming individuals behind game series. And yeah, video games are more of a group effort, but it's kind of more retrospective of an artistic medium that we can point to one person and say that's mostly his vision. So I'm glad that we're sort of getting gaming auteurs now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, as much as I dislike David Cage, I still like that he was kind of a person you could point to and say that this was his thing, and that's cool.
Because it's art game.
Art full of pissing.
Jason.
Jason. Hey, do you think we should do one more take of this Jason thing? People are going to probably be saying it a lot. Just have it the same thing over and over again. No one's going to press. It's not like anyone's going to press the button several times.
That was enough.
Is the exact same inflection.
Yeah.
Jason.
Press X to Jason.
There's a YouTube song called Press X to Jason, and it's excellent.
Is it excellent?
Oh, it is excellent.
That was my joke. Come on, you're stealing my gags here.
Oh, whatever.
Pocky excellent.
I changed my Twitter name to the Pocky Experience.
Hey, there you go. So so I just want to say quick, I'm disappointed that Sunset Overdrive is Xbox One exclusive, but if there's anything this generation taught us, it's that nothing stays console exclusive for long. So ha ha ha.
Yeah,
or
I don't
think for that matter.
Yeah, I don't think it'll stay that way.
Because I really want to play it, because the gameplay for Sunset Overdrive looked fucking awesome. It was like kind of Jet Set Radio-ish with all the skating and stuff. And like almost kind of third-person shooter-ish and stuff, and kind of beat 'em up in other places. It looked really, really cool. The
Actually,
visual
Stevie, I want to correct that. Nothing Microsoft exclusive stays exclusive.
Yeah, there you go.
Sony's properties are still kind of locked down.
Yeah, well, thank God it's fucking it's a Microsoft exclusive then, because it won't be for long. So.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to find Sonic R music, but it's not happening apparently. I thought I still had it on my phone here. That was going to be the next transition. But,
well, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do this before we transition. Let's name our most looked forward to game of E3, Sega or non-Sega?
I gotta think about that for a second.
I'll do the twist. I'll say it now. Sunset Overdrive for new gen, Hotline Miami 2 for current kind of thing that's coming out soon. Brett, what are you looking forward to?
Final Fantasy Agito and Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Nothing else matters.
Fuck
Tom
you,
Hass.
if I'm going to go hard mode and say no Zelda you, then it's Splatoon and Hyrule Warriors.
S. Cotty, go.
I really want to try creepy games, but probably, man, I guess it's Smash Brothers. I don't know.
Yeah, like if a wizard came up to you right now and said, I'll give you one game right now that you can play now from E3, it would be Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. I think so. Okay, so
I hear that collision
damn it.
chaos.
I can't.
wait, never mind.
No, that's not it. But I can't. It's whatever. I thought I had Sonic R music on here, but
I got some. What song are you wanting?
Can you feel the sunshine?
I've got it. I'm dead serious. Just 1 second. Let me pull it up. Y'all keep talking.
So yeah, E3 was something, and there was stuff, and things happened, and we were definitely totally there.
I'm so
And-
glad we got to go.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
great.
Oh, I can't believe that after our podcast came out, Sega announced that they're cancelling all of their columns titles, and
Everything
that is
we
why.
said.
Yeah, everything we said was irrelevant because of that.
I was really looking
was-
forward to Fantasy Columns Online too.
Yeah,
I was really hyped for Street Fighter Cross Columns, but you know, Sega, you dropped the ball as you usually do.
Or not to be.
Shenmue 3 is still on though. I'm glad about that.
Are you ready, Mr. Scotty?
Give me 1 second.
1 second.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Sonic's birthday now. How's that sound to everybody? Go for
Oh,
it.
that is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, for the listeners, there's a Sonic cake on the screen.
Well, there would be. It's your face right now.
Someone liked it, so they put several rings on it.
All right, that's good. Thank you, Brett. That's fine.
Ah!
Yeah, we didn't even get to the. Good God!
Happy birthday, Sonic!
Happy birthday, you fictional hedgehog.
Don't you dare steal my thunder.
I have another Sonic hat now as well. I forget where I put it.
Homemade, motherfucker, yeah!
Is this it? Nope, that's a belt. So, Sonic's 23rd birthday is going to be on June 23rd, and we thought we'd talk about our the first times that we played Sonic, just some good Sonic memories. So, yeah, he's not at all the same hedgehog that he was 23 years ago, but we still... excuse me, we still love him. So who wants to...
Much we expel gas for him.
Yeah. Who wants to talk about Sonic first and how they got into playing Sonic games? Almost said the wrong thing there, but yeah. And I'm wearing one of my Sonic shirts with the best code to get you things in the first game. Who wants to break it down first? Anybody?
I guess I'll start. Because my Mega Drive, I never owned a Mega Drive. It was my brother's. So all I really ever saw was Sonic 2 as Tails, obviously. And no, I really liked it. I could never get as far after Chemical Plant Zone because of those fucking the purple pools of death, or fucking the boss in that stage where all the platforms fall down, just completely. But it's kind of like
level.
no, Robotnik, Chemical Plant, where you're fighting Robotnik in the stage falls. That's really hard for a kid. So just kind of like that kind of stuff, and then in that way I saw him as the cool mascot. I eventually did play my own Sonic games, but that was more in way later when it was sort of the Heroes stuff like that, and that was kind of shitty time for Sonic. So it was mostly just through my brother and stuff like that. Kind of. That's my first real memory of Sonic.
Okay. That's cool, though. Now, Tom, you weren't a Sega kid, though.
No,
Is that right?
I was not a Sega kid, but I was a Game Gear kid.
Boom!
So
Is that
my
plugged
first
into the wall?
experience, and really my only experience with Sonic until I got older, was with the Game Gear Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic Chaos, and Sonic Triple Trouble.
Trub.
So as far as I knew, up until way later in my life, Knuckles is a dick.
Yeah.
He is in Sonic 3 as well. Knuckles is a dick. Laughs at you and pushes a switch.
And
Yeah.
the dick played as
Kills his
played by
super son.
Knuckles.
But I've
did
always
you-
been terrible at them, though. So I never beat any of them.
Oh, I haven't beaten a single fucking Sonic Game Gear games. Gosh, those things are hard. They
Plus,
weren't even
I
like the
think-
first one was like more of a platformer than the speedy things on the Genesis, really.
Yeah, but my God, owning the Game Gear growing up, everyone wanted to hang out with me on the playground because I had the fucking Game Gear. Well, all the people had a
Colors.
stupid fucking Game Gear Boy, and I had the Game Gear TV tuner. I remember watching football at recess because
More
that was
proof.
the thing I thought would make me cool, and it didn't.
More proof that Sega was ahead of their time, I guess.
Tom, did like batteries go like mysteriously missing in your household? Like, why the
Well,
remote always
I had
empty?
I had this beauty growing up
Oh my
as well
God.
Whoa.
because
It's like a
um,
doorstop.
my parents got me the Game Gear, and then within 2 hours, obviously, the batteries were dead. And they actually thought it was defective. So
Nothing can take this many batteries and have this.
exactly. So they actually wanted me to return it. And I was like, no, you're not taking my Game Gear away. And then eventually,
Bitch, no.
they asked the people at the store, and they're like, yeah, you kind of need to buy this thing because the batteries don't last at all. And they bought me
That's
that.
what it looked like. That looks like a giant, like a Beats pill.
Yeah, it's supposed to clip onto your belt. Now imagine walking around.
Oh my god! It would have been.
There's a belt clip on the back.
And you wore
Imagine
that
you,
in recess,
Tom.
right?
Imagine
I
you
wore that.
Tom, with that on your belt, with the TV tuner in one hand and the Game Gear in the other, a pair of like 80s
You could've-
headphones
If you look
plugged
really
into
close
a
to the
cassette
background,
player,
and
just
if you really
jamming
look,
it down.
if you look really close into the background in some scenes in Hackers, you can see Tom standing back there with his Game Gear belt on.
That
You know what's amazing about the
That should have been shown in Watch Dogs.
yeah? You know what's amazing about the Game Gear TV tuner is it's still usable because it has AV in, so you can play another console on your Game Gear with the TV tuner.
Have you tried doing this, or do you not have the TV tuner
I
anymore?
do not have the TV tuner anymore.
Brett, you've just gave me an awesome idea. They should do a version of Watch Dogs that instead of in the Watch Dogs gameplay we've seen where he's like under a traffic light and he like fiddles with it and then the traffic lights change, it should be Tom with your TV tuner and you fiddle with the TV tuner and then the traffic lights change.
Somebody,
It should be Tom in Watch Dogs with a TV tuner.
watch TVs.
But lastly, I just think I want to close on. To this day, my favorite Sonic song is still Bridge Zone from Sonic 1 on the Game Gear.
I remember that one.
Absolutely one of my favorites.
99 cents Sega Game Gear TV tuner on eBay.
Do it. Send
No,
Tom.
my
Right
favorite
there.
Sonic song
Look at
is
that
my
thing.
favorite
Look at
Sonic
that.
song is Sonic X Hall of the Mountain King from the Sonic cartoon show. Because I have no idea why that mashup was the intro to that show.
That was a great mashup. Holy shit.
It was, to be fair. The theme tune for the first Sonic cartoon was pretty fucking good.
You know, I do have a bone to pick with the Sonic cartoons because I watched that growing up as well, and they could have had Sonic eating anything, but it was chili dogs. And now I am addicted to chili dogs.
That's what hedgehogs love the most.
Yeah, so you should buy a TV tuner. It's 99 cents on eBay. I will somehow forward this link to you.
Watch Tom. We have to play Watch Tom.
Watch Tom's.
This is the thing. Listen, everybody listening, if you can hack Watch Dogs and put Tom in it and change the phone to a TV tuner with a Game Gear, we will give you a fabulous prize.
If you can hack
we will
Watch
give
Dogs,
you a TV tuner.
Yes!
if you can hack Watch Dogs, Ubisoft will send male French assassins after you, so I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but not female ones because they cost too much.
Yeah, that's they have a budget to think about.
$20 an hour is
then
just
ignore. Cool. So, Brett, how did you get introduced to the Hedgehog?
It was my very first game. I got Sonic 2 and a Genesis for Christmas when I was 5.
Did you get the bundle with that in it?
Actually, no. This is the thing. A neighbor had a Sega Genesis he was selling, so my dad bought it off of him, and it came with X-Men. But he knew I wouldn't like X-Men.
Why? X-Men's a good game.
Well, because I guess I was too young, and he thought I would get frustrated with it. So he bought Sonic instead.
Arguably even more frustrating game.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is like I got through Emerald Hill, and oh my god, it was so fun. This is awesome. This music is incredible. And then I got to Chemical Plant. This is so fun.
You don't sound too much different when you were 9 years old.
Oh no, it's 5.
Oh, damn. I'm
When
old.
you were like 5 years old, you were still talking about Type 0. He's going, what the fuck is Type 0? And he's going, I think I'll like it in the future. That's how much your love for that game presides.
I would like to point out that both me and Tom both have Aya Hirano characters as our icons today. Yes, I've got Carla, and he's got Konata. Here's the thing, or Konata. I can't talk today.
I have.
We don't know.
Yes.
We don't know either way. You could say the wrong thing. It doesn't.
Yeah. You could say
Kon-Ada.
spring rolls, and we would think
Tetsuo!
Kaneda. Kaneda.
Totally voiced by Ai Hirano.
That was my
Everybody
that was
should
my
be
that was my
Maria!
one man account.
Sonic the Hedgehog is voiced by Aya Hirano. I want it so badly. Haruhi the Hedgehog, damn it.
I just
Anyway.
met a girl named Maria. I'm gonna fit that into every episode somehow. It'll be vaguely relevant each time.
Oh my god. I should make an AMV to Shadow the Hedgehog with that
No,
My
you
Maria
shouldn't.
song.
Yes,
That,
please.
that was on country radio back in the 90s. My Maria.
Yeah, so
I live in West Virginia. This is a thing that you have to live with.
Oh,
did we
I know that song, Brett.
Ah,
I know
no!
that song.
No!
I grew up on a farm. I was sitting on my dad's pickup truck all the goddamn time, and all it ever played was country music and that shitty song.
Wow! I didn't expect that. That's disgusting. Oh God, he feels my pain. Soulmates, definitely. Anyways, Sonic 2, Chemical Plant, it completely wrecked me. And then I had him buy Sonic 1. It was on that 6-pack thing. And Marble Zone completely wrecked me.
I'm glad that we've agreed that the second stage in any classic Sonic game just fucking wrecks any child playing it.
Yeah, and God forbid you
Stage
get
conditions you to think that it's a fast game, and then
Fine.
the second stage
wait?
fucks you.
I
And
can't
then-
remember the second level in Sonic 3.
Oh no, that's Hydro City, and that one's fun. No, wait, it wasn't fun as a kid because it was a water level.
Yeah, exactly.
They just tried to get it out of the way immediately, I guess.
Yeah,
Water-
no, it didn't, you know, they could have just gone, we're not going to put a water level in it. Now you got to have a water level.
Technically, every level in Sonic 3 except for Marble Garden, I think, had water in it, actually.
I'm looking up.
That's
the-
why it's the worst Sonic
game.
Yeah, but it's the best, and Hydro City is an awesome level to be a water level. It had like the best music in the game.
You know,
Yeah.
I have Sonic 3 in box back there, and I haven't opened it
Oh,
yet.
I've got it in like
You plebe.
I have way too many copies of that. Um, do we want to talk about the great box art for every region that Sonic 3 had?
Well, we know.
You
Oh
know
my
the
god! Yeah,
awkward three like this?
the one for the Europe one is awful.
Scotty, you
Uh-oh.
didn't talk about how you got into Sonic yet, though.
Yeah, how do you meet Mr. the Hedgehog?
Um,
Oh my god!
my childhood best friend introduced me to the Genesis and everything. His name was Tucker. Shout out to Tucker. He's never gonna watch this, but whatever.
Yo,
Um,
Tucker!
What's up, Tucker?
Out.
He's actually making video games now. But he showed me Sonic, and I remember before getting my own Genesis playing the first Sonic at a Blockbuster when they used to have games set up for kids. That's probably my earliest memory of playing the first Sonic. My earliest memory of playing the second Sonic was I was on the last boss, the Death Egg guy, where you're jumping up and you have to be real careful to hit him in the chest, I think. And I remember, because it was in February, but we still had our Christmas tree up, and because that's how my family was, I guess. I remember the Christmas tree falling down in the living room in the background, and I just looked back, and I just kept playing Sonic.
So you gotta have concentration on that level, dude.
You fucking do.
You can't get
And
hit.
I think, what's going on Brett's screen? Is he eating his camera? Is his hat eating his camera?
Brett, stop digesting the show.
But Sonic 3 is my favorite Sonic game, and I played the shit out of that to the point that I can get through it without getting all the emeralds in an hour. That's how bored I was my freshman year of college that I did that. So yeah.
You could have been studying.
Who does that? But Sonic 3 is my favorite Sonic. The first Sonic.
I like how most people in their freshman year of college are like, yo, gonna get so crunk tonight, yo! And you're like, I want to play some Sonic 3, yo, instead.
Yeah. Sonic Heroes came out right before my birthday, and I spent my whole birthday playing Sonic Heroes.
Must have been an
equally
awful
I did the same thing, and I hated myself for it.
I enjoy that game. I still
Scotty-
haven't completely beaten it and seen the crazy Metal Sonic because I haven't gotten through Team Rose's all the Chaos Emeralds with them or whatever.
I
I remember exactly which level too. It's the bullshit casino level that I can't get an A on or whatever because that level is just so retarded.
I just used the Game Genie basically, or whatever. No, Codebreaker. That's the thing they had on PS2.
Whatever they are.
I don't know if I've ever gotten through Sonic 1 without the level select. Unless you count I played it on XBLA and like with save states, unless you count that, but I've never played it beginning to end like without cheats, I don't think.
It's not a good game. It doesn't hold up.
Sonic 2, I still remember the level select code. It's 1965-917, and then you go left, I think, 9 times and hit A.
Is that a year? Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, it's Yuji Naka's birthday.
Oh, right, cool. Bit of Vane.
There you go.
And then, oh god, the Supersonic cheat was another date. I'm trying to think what it was.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember the.
Did you guys ever mess around with the debug code where you could like put platforms
Yeah.
and items and stuff everywhere?
Oh my god, that was the best.
That was cool. That was fun to do in Sonic until the game like broke itself. But
Now,
that
did
was a good
anybody
time.
ever get the actual like level select code and just base Sonic 3 to work? Because I never got the one.
I
never
never
got
really
that to
found a
work.
need for it since that one introduced the save states.
Yeah. Like, I
Never-
tried to do it, like, when I was a kid, and there was just no... Like, you had to insert a combination really super fast while Sonic was a blur on the title screen before, like, the...
Oh, yeah. I
and that was,
remember.
like, really fucking ridiculous.
Mhm,
And I hated it, and, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles made it easier. Like, you just had to get on a vine and do, like, left, left, right, right, up, up, down, down, or something like that. But, like,
Maybe.
it was, like, it was a lot easier in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But, it was really
we
stupid
could talk
fun.
about the most aggravating moments because we just did. Chemical Plant I never had a horrible issue
Yeah.
with, and the boss in that, like if you do it right and you run in and hit underneath him like real quick, you can beat that boss in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But Sonic 2, the worst for me was Oil Ocean Zone because I lost my place in that so many times.
Let's just say, fuck Oil Ocean Zone. but mostly fuck Metropolis Zone.
Oh yeah, that's the
Fuck it.
worst.
It has 3 stages.
3 stages,
Three
and none of
stages.
them, each one of them are longer than your average stage in any of the other zones.
They're so bad, Tom.
to
We're
make it
talking
3,
about how bad Metropolis Zone is.
No,
we're
we're
talking
not.
worst, or like most difficult moments.
Oh,
Because
Metropolis Zone is fucking
Metropolis Zone
bullshit.
was cool. I thought Metropolis Zone was really cool, especially the
No,
music.
sorry, you're wrong. It's bullshit.
The most bullshit part of Sonic 2 though was Wing Fortress Zone. I hated that shit.
That
Too
one you
many
did have
pitfalls.
to get down to like a science at some points, like that one part where there's one of those like catapults almost, but if you avoid it, then you barely make the jump at one point.
And
don't
like
know.
that thing where you have to they like to have the rotating platforms on the sides of the plane. They're really small, and you can't fuck up a jump or it's a bottomless pit.
Oh, the ones that are like guns that slowly appear or something? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yes, something like that. And they blend into the plane, so you don't know that that's actually a platform.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was
Well,
Sonic-
let's all agree that as good as a game as Sonic 2 is, and it is fantastic, it really drops off after you get to Oil Ocean Zone.
Oh, very much so. It's almost like they had great ideas, but then they're like, oh yeah, we still have these levels. I guess we'll put them in this game too.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
Um,
what? And there were still levels cut. Like there was Wood Zone that was cut. There was Genocide City that was cut. I'm trying to think.
I
Hidden
love that there was
Palace.
I think there was Hidden Palace, yeah, which is in the iOS version that they released.
Yeah. Now, who was it that was going to review that for us? That was Alex Delia, right? Delia,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
He did review it, and we'll talk about that later. But I heard that's good. But Sonic 3, I really enjoyed the elemental shields that they introduced with the fire and the lightning
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God,
That was pretty
yes.
cool.
I
That
love
was
that fire
fun.
shield so much.
I
Yeah,
always
Yeah,
like the
Fire
electric
Shield is the
better.
best. Fire,
it made
Fire
you
Shield and
invincible
Water
in the
Shield.
first level.
But the
Um,
electric shield got you rings. It was
You gave it that
awesome.
extra.
And you had that. Yeah, you had that double jump too.
It was pretty cool. The Sonic 3's most aggravating part, I think, until you figured it out anyway, was Casino Night, where you had that one cylinder that you had to move up and down a good bit.
Carnival Night.
Yeah, what did I say? Casino Night.
Casino Night. That's in Sonic 2.
hmm
Get it together, man.
I'm sorry. All of them have essentially the same levels, but with different names and different designs, but the same theme.
The one song that was like really obviously Michael
That's
Jackson's
Carnival
influence.
Night. Yeah. Carnival Night Zone Factory Plant.
Carnival Factory.
And
That's weird when you think about how that tie-in never worked out.
with
That's
Michael Jackson.
legitimate. That was proven recently. It was legitimately going to happen, but he didn't like the Genesis's sound chip, so he aborted
But
it.
they kept his compositions in because
Yeah, anyways, because fuck it.
like the credits theme was basically the same as Stranger in Moscow. Ice Cap had Smooth Criminals baseline. Carnival Night was Jam. I'm trying to think what else is in there. And like the little goes and stuff like that were in Launch-Based Zone's music were his influence as well.
He requested that he not be credited for it though
Yeah.
too, so that's how he took
But
so
like
long for him
his
to find
but
out. I
like
guess.
his team, like Sirocco Jones and all that, they got the credit for it.
I think Al Nielsen was talking about that exactly on the Sega Nerds podcast when he was on, where he is actually trying to talk Michael Jackson into being a game designer because he thought he just had that kind of stuff in him.
Interesting.
He had a lot of stuff in him, yeah.
Heyo.
He put a lot of stuff in people.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I think his
yeah,
music,
inspiration.
Inspiration. That,
his
yeah,
music,
very.
his music could be kind of like childish at times, so he had a lot of childish stuff in him.
So did
A lot of kiddish stuff inside of him.
He had an inner child.
Yeah, he
Uh,
definitely had an inner child.
he
He had an
many
outer
inner
child as
children.
well.
Yeah, for
That's-
anyone confused, we're talking about child rape here. We're talking about Michael Jackson raping children is the gag here, in case
You
you're
know-
missing it.
Oh, I wonder what Blurred Lines would have sounded like
There
if
were
Michael
gags
Jackson.
involved.
I would love it if there was a Michael Jackson version of Blurred Lines. Blurred Lines, you want this candy? You want this candy?
Shimona!
Shimon.
Shamon, motherfucker! You, so,
Did
I hope you get the reference.
I know
here's a fun question. Shut up. We're getting back on topic.
Michael
Do
Jackson
you guys
is totally on
do you
topic.
guys do you guys think that if you hadn't played Sonic games that you would have still been Sega fans like you are now?
No.
Probably wouldn't play video games as much as I do now, to be honest.
Well, you never know, because, time and space. But I would probably have played video games, because this was when my brother played them, so he would have played something else, so it wasn't like a huge thing. But I would have been something else, Sega-related, probably.
Yeah. I mean,
Just because it was him who had that console, so...
Yeah. I think I would have, but not as intensely as I am into games now. Because, I mean, well, I have a fucking Sonic tattoo, but Sonic was like... It's the same thing, that Sonic is now. He's for the kids and stuff. That's right. Well, except mine do. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah, they are Sonic.
But yeah, I mean, Sonic everything, but there's stuff on the Genesis that I still enjoyed probably just as much as Sonic, but didn't play to the extent that, like still to this day, if you want to see me get pissed off at a video game, let me play any Sonic game, because due to my fandom of him, I feel like I should be perfect at every Sonic game, so when I'm not, I get absolutely floored. Like, that's where, when I was just telling this story to someone the other day, but playing Sonic Adventure 2 and trying to get all the emblems and shit, I got so pissed off, and my roommate was like, dude, what is wrong? I'm like, well, this fucking slap-ass Johnson over here just won't die. And so from then on, every enemy in every video game became known as Slap-ass Johnson.
Well, I think we've all had this feeling of we've played a game and we know we're really good at it, and then we want to show it to someone else, or someone else is watching you play the exact same game, and you're doing really badly at it, and you're going, no, I swear I'm good at this video game, yeah. I really am, I'm just not right now.
And most Sonic games have that, like, you fall into a rhythm and you get this momentum going because he's running and shit, but not even because of that, but you're just going through the levels and like, boom, enemy, boom, item, boom, get the rings, and then you suddenly get hit by that one thing that you literally can't go past, but you're just like, whoa!
This happens. I do a lot of speed running when I play Sonic Generations, and I feel like I've got everything memorized, but like on a level like Crisis City, like something will go just a little bit wrong.
Yeah, fuck that level.
And then,
then you have a Crisis, and it's pretty shitty.
That is that level. It is Crisis shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I just mean in general,
so good,
though. Like, whenever I play games in front of people, I get so much worse at them. I don't know why.
You know what's
stage fright.
I think I need to revise my answer to Scotty's question that he posed an hour ago. And I probably would still be a Sega fan because I am a much bigger Phantasy Star fan than I am Sonic fan.
Okay.
Because my Sonic fandom, for the most part, is more like, well, I liked it on the Game Gear, and I kind of like the Genesis games, but I really like Generations, and I really like Sonic Adventure, but not Sonic Adventure 2, then.
Yeah, well,
Sonic Adventure 2 sucks.
I
like Sonic Adventure 3.
Now I have the Japanese Sonic Adventure 2 because I got that 10-year anniversary like crazy little collector's thing. Will that work on my American Dreamcast?
Yeah,
No.
it should.
I'm gonna play that then because I have
The thing is, it's still gonna be Sonic Adventure 2 though, so you might not.
But I want. No, you're missing. That leads into me being able to use my VMU as a Tamagotchi. That's what I want.
No, but
It should work. I mean,
it won't play Japanese region games on your American Dreamcast.
That's not true, because I've got Capcom vs. SNK 2, and it was only released in Japan for the Dreamcast. And that plays on mine.
I'm playing Gunlord. Does that mean anything?
I think Gunlord is multi-region.
Yeah, there are some multi-region games, but I factually know that it's not a region-free console.
I thought that the first line of them, though, or something, could play.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like,
know it can play ISO discs that none
Yeah,
of us do because we're big fans and don't do that stuff or play emulators.
Ooh,
yeah,
definitely.
but the ISO discs are burned without region encoding, I believe.
Hmm. All right.
I need to look all this up again because I'm writing an article about it.
It's all right. I'll find out one way or another soon. I just don't want to like have to buy Sonic Adventure 2 again. I don't know.
Because I know people chip their Dreamcasts, and can't think of a reason why you would chip it.
get the Steam version.
Of Sonic
No, wait.
Adventure 2?
Oh wait, you can't do the VMU thing. That's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my main. I have a working VMU. I need to use it, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that
get Power Stone anytime soon. So
I was about to say, like, it's a part of that big Sonic pack that's on Steam that's like $40 for like 15 games.
Yeah, so if you want to play a shitty game, you can play it there for fairly easy.
doesn't help me.
Sonic Adventure 2 is a shitty
wonder-
game.
I
would
wonder. I'm gonna check my Steam right quick. I'm gonna see if they still have that collection.
I would like to plug Michael Westgart's Sonic Adventure 3. That's a fantastic story.
Yeah, that is a great story, yeah. Morrissey,
Well-
isn't it?
But yeah, so it's Sonic's birthday. He's 23, and that's pretty ridiculous because that's more than half of my life.
Hedgehogs
wait.
don't live that long.
Wait, Tom, you were lying. It wasn't Michael who did that. It was something we were sent
Oh,
by
yeah.
a fan.
It was Michael Westgart's transcription of Sonic Adventure 3.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
that, yeah.
Oh,
That's,
they don't have it anymore.
like something.
Like it, at least. That sucks.
Do we want to do listener questions or Stevie's art first?
Stevie's art, as always. I am
As you
ready.
can see with my webcam, I'm going through an experimental phase today.
I
so-
certainly are. I couldn't remember which. Yeah.
I've
professional.
emailed it to you, Scotty.
Damn it! Are you gonna do that every time now? Because I didn't know that again.
Yeah, sorry.
Come on, motherfucker.
So in closing, Sonic has changed all of our lives.
Yes,
Should we-
he's touched us all just like Michael Jackson.
Should we pick our favorite
Tell
Sonic
me where
game?
on the hedgehog that he
Yeah,
touched.
let's do that. Favorite Sonic games. Tom, go.
Oh shit! Skip me. Pass
Brett,
real quick.
go.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic Generations?
Okay.
Or Sonic Colors?
Stevie, favorite
Sonic-
Sonic game.
Sonic 2 is my favorite. Sonic Generations is the best.
Oh, okay. Tom,
That's-
go.
I strangely still really like Sonic 1 on Game Gear, and just to piss Brett off, I'm really liking Sonic Lost World.
You son of a bitch.
Scotty, what's yours?
Sonic 3, easy, hands down.
And Knuckles or...
No, just Sonic 3.
Ooh.
Oh,
Unexpected.
that is
I
kind of
know.
unexpected.
It's probably the nostalgia behind it because I had all the dumb Sonic McDonald's toys and all that stuff.
I love those
I
toys.
still want to find my Knuckles that's like in a tornado.
What?
The whole tornado Knuckles.
Did something
the happy
happen in the
one.
World Cup right now?
I what?
We don't care.
America is winning or something? I
We
don't
don't
know.
care, Tom. We don't care.
I don't know.
Someone just
We don't
tweeted
win
that Portugal got a fistful of
Sports
free.
ball.
We
Sports
don't
ball.
We
Sports
don't
ball.
care. We don't care.
All right, without further ado, because I said so, and come on, computer, do anything correct.
Well, that's why your computer's not working.
Why? Why?
Hey, there we go.
You come on your computer.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
I said nothing.
You're damn right you didn't say nothing.
You ruined the intro to my segment.
Stevie. All right, hold on. Google. I fucking hate Google.
Let me-
Everything about Google.
While you do that, I'll explain this section.
It's ready.
So,
I can show it right now if you want.
okay, well, let me explain this. Okay, so I'm going to do this because my webcam's been playing up today, folks. Basically, Stevie's Art Corner is a funky, fresh section that all you cool cats love. It's the section where if you think, oh, Stevie is looking down and being rude while they're all talking, no, I am doing a lovely drawing to you. Sometimes it's something to do with the show, sometimes it's something to do with Sonic or Sega, sometimes I just do something because I want to do a nice drawing.
You just want to draw meat.
I just want to draw meat. Today was the latter. Today, I've taken a jump into the realm of fan art. I've decided to do some Simpsons fan art.
My God.
Don't have a cow, man. It's Bart Simpson in the Simpsons fan art. So what do you think of my cool and crazy take on America's favorite family?
Is that ear or his nose on the side of his head?
That's his nose, obviously.
Well, okay, so then he has two. Both of his eyes are on one side of his head. Then
I'm seeing some cubism.
Defos, yeah. There's some abstractness in it as well. It's returning to my Dada phase.
Defecation.
As you tell, Bart Simpson.
Is that acid rain?
No, it's raining blood, which ties into our discussion about Final Fantasy Type 0.
No, there's yellow scribbles. That's acid rain.
That looks like urine.
It is. Well, I am making a connection between Bart Simpson's yellow skin and urine. I'm talking about yellow on yellow.
What? Are we talking about the rinds of oranges?
I am talking about auteur theory, cult theory, genre theory, all mixed in one batch. Yes, these are essays that I'm doing at the moment in university, and I'm just saying these words just to get them out there and make me seem like I'm overly smart to do this picture. But yeah, this is The Simpsons, the fan art, the artistic fan art.
It's so aggressive.
I've progressed.
Now, Stevie,
Aggressed.
I can tell this is a new step for you because this is a completely different type of abstract that you've done in the past.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm using other people's creations to say something new about the world.
I have to say, I can't wait to see what comes next.
Maybe Fatal Seduction fan art, who knows?
Just want to say that I'm not entirely being sarcastic. I am actually interested in this. There is, as someone who studies fine art in my free time, this is actually something interesting to me.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And you thought, Tom's like, oh, I do paintings, yeah, but who's the real artist here? Me.
Clearly.
Clearly. I'm going to have an art gallery. I'm going to call it Stevie's Fetuses, and everyone's going to come in. I'll design my art gallery like a womb, and before you go into it, you have to put on these jumpsuits that have a little cord attached to you. So it'll be as you're walking around in my art gallery, it will be like your fetus is in the womb of my art.
And leaving it is like a rebirth.
Yeah, so you will be looking at my art, but also taking place in my abstract expressionist piece.
I would like to draw everybody's attention to Scotty's face right now.
Good lord.
So yeah, if you are Banksy and you're listening to this and you are going, he sounds like a cool, hip, urban, postmodern artist, I'm gonna buy him a space to do an art gallery.
And you can do that in Stevie's art gallery when you exit through the gift shop.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Exactly. So let's exit through, and at the end of it, you can buy porcelain dolls of fetuses. You can. There'll be a food court. All the sandwiches will be in the shape of fetuses. It'll be
actual fetuses.
It will be a whole placenta-based experience in my art.
You can get a plush Nick Nguyen.
Exactly. There you go.
Great. So with that, we're gonna go into the
mail sack.
Yeah, the listener questions here. Oh my gosh. All right. Dare I ask?
Asks, when can we expect Condemned 3? How would you make it great?
It's not happening. They confirmed that it's not happening. Sorry.
It's coming out when Shenmue 3 is.
Yeah, same date.
Same
Yeah.
day and
Same
date.
date.
It's gonna be great.
Mhm.
Same day.
Nick Nguyen asks, add a fifth driver to Crazy Taxi. Describe their car and what makes them awesome.
I'm gonna talk
Danica
about.
Patrick.
Don't mind.
Big Daddy from BioShock, an unreleased episode of the Sega Dreamcast podcast. Dream podcast. Rapture.
Oh God. Carla Ayatsugi from Final Fantasy Type 0.
Next
Nick
question.
Meehan asks, will Sonic Team ever go back to their routes, he writes, and make Feel the Magic ZZ?
Yes! Defos.
You know, I haven't played
Not
that.
say Defos.
I haven't played Feel the Magic. Is it any good, Stevie?
I've never played it. I don't even know what it is, but I'm just saying Defos. Nick Nguyen asks.
Nick asks, have you seen the Poke Happen long play of Sonic 06?
Yes,
And
I have.
I've seen highlights of it. It's quite funny.
It is
Here you
awesome.
go. Here you
It
go.
is
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you
Scotty,
go.
is that good or not?
I have no idea. I just know that I just talked like the game does when you just yell, I love you, 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 I love you.
Nick,
Mega
we need to,
64 did a version of
Nick,
that.
Nick, we need to discuss how Medibot blocked me on Twitter.
Nick Nguyen asks, how goes Sega manage to produce both Ghost Squad and House of the Dead
How
and
goes
not
it
do
do?
anything with them anymore?
How goes
That's
it
not
do?
true.
They just did Type into the Dead. Yeah.
I don't know Ghost Squad.
It's
Squad.
a spoof game, though. Ooh,
No, it's
Ghost
not.
Squads.
No, it's not at all.
Boo.
It's a good. No, it's an on-rails shooter.
Yeah,
If you have a Wii, you should buy Ghost Squad.
Ooh,
It's
vampire bats.
4-player Ghost Squad. You're on a SWAT team. Shut the hell up.
Was that,
Crazy?
was that part of Alex Riggins' article series where he
Yeah.
did on-rail shooters?
10. Yeah, the 5, 10, 20.
Yeah.
Scary skeletons.
Is that Nick Nguyen asks, is there an anime about Yakuza? Because I kind of want to watch anime, but not anything with high school girls all up in it.
Yeah, it's called
yeah.
As Told by Ginger.
It's called Madoka Magica, and it's very gritty. It's very hardcore.
Nick Nguyen asks, and because maybe that comment made Brett and
High
Tom
school to
sad, what is your high school anime recommendation, not Sailor Moon?
High School of the
As
Dead.
Told by Ginger.
High School of the Dead.
The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya or Kill la Kill.
Beck.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Brett on one of those.
Beck.
Kill la Kill is actually
Mongolia
pretty good.
Top Squad.
Beck.
Nick
As Told
Nguyen
by
asks,
Ginger.
who else would play a game where you play as a cop in bunches of different scenarios? Because awesome, right?
Yes, I
and
guess.
then he adds, yes, I've been playing Sleeping Dogs again. Pitch an idea for a Triads War story.
It's called Rush Hour 2.
It's called As Told by Ginger.
Honey, I
God
Shrunk
damn it, Stevie.
Ourselves.
Nick Nguyen
okay,
asks,
I got an idea after Nick Nguyen asked his last question, but go ahead.
okay, Nick Nguyen asks, so Shenmue is certainly a thing. Well, I know the answer to this one. How will you bring Shenmue back?
An iOS game, free to play.
That's not a terrible idea, because it's the only surefire way to get into people's hands.
Right here to this. The end.
Shenmue 3 on the Game Boy.
I held up a red Game Boy, listeners.
Exclusive to the
Next.
Red Game Boy.
Next.
Nick Nguyen asks, you guys remember Rent-A-Hero? Because that game was sick.
It
No.
wasn't ever released in the U.S., so no.
What was it?
It was a fighting game, I think, or maybe an action-adventure game. Or am I thinking of Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man.
Well, Rent-A-Hero was in Fighters Megamix. You could play as him in Fighters Megamix. But I
Oh.
don't think any of his games were actually released over here.
I did play as him. That was cool.
I think he might be a anime too, but
And Pepsi
maybe
Man.
again I'm thinking of Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man was like a run-around collect-a-thon thing on the Saturn.
Pepsi Man!
Something I would like to own someday. Next question. I think I'm going to
Nick
talk.
Nguyen asks, is there a good Phantasy Star game? Because I started with online and it was awful. One, fuck you.
Jump on get the Sonic Ultimate Genesis collection. You can play the first 4, I think.
Yeah. And number 2, play Phantasy Star 4. No other game holds up quite like it, and if you like Phantasy Star 4, then maybe try the other ones. You don't have to. Really,
Yeah.
4 is the only one you need to play, though.
Okay. Is that one on the Ultimate Genesis collection? Because I had no fucking clue what I was doing in the first game.
Yeah, the first game is very difficult. Very, very difficult. 4 has a nice little easy intro to play through, and I highly recommend it. And it is on the Ultimate Genesis collection.
Maybe I'll just do 4 then. Whoa!
Yeah.
That is the
Seriously.
most face any webcam has ever held.
God! Stevie, what are you doing? I want everybody to
He's
see
being
that.
trying to-
experimental. Stop. I
My-
love that your eyes keep going. This is what I'm seeing right now. This is what I'm seeing right now.
So while
I'm doing experimental video today, right? Just
Up to the pores of your nose.
I would just like to make sure
Breath
everybody
seizing from the
knows,
Sonic Cat.
Phantasy Star 4 is on the Ultimate Genesis collection. It's also on the
Confirmed.
PSP Genesis collection.
Oh,
It
that's
is
a good collection.
on the Game Boy Advanced Phantasy Star collection for some odd reason.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, it does, and it stops at Phantasy Star 3.
Can I play any of those on my VMU?
No.
Don't care. Next question.
Katwa Shoujo is awesome, not a question. And this is where I actually cut Nick off, and now he's just
Because he
talking
would
about
start.
it.
He would keep asking them until next week.
Yeah, he really would. He really would. And that's where I cut Nick off.
Stevie, stop it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my idea. I think we should ask Nick Nean a question for him to answer for next week.
Okay.
What should we ask him? What's your favorite As Told by Ginger episode?
You have to make. You have to make a game starring the Sega Addicts. What is it called, and what type of genre is it? Other than RPG, because that's a cop out.
Yeah.
Please let it be a dating sim.
Create the
Yeah.
Sega Addicts video
Oh my
game.
god, that would be amazing if there was a dating sin.
It would just
wait,
be
wait,
Tom hitting on Brett.
Oh, did somebody
The
say
game.
something? I
No,
really-
no, I actually did a game pitch to
It
Nick
would just be
for
called
the Sega Addicts dating
TX. It
sim.
would just be called Sega Addicts TXB.
No,
That-
it would be called Sega Addicts, but it would be ADDICKS.
How many times have we made that joke since this podcast started?
I just like the idea of Nick actually being the protagonist, and we're all of the characters he can go for.
Yeah. So
I'll just.
you
My
can't use
only,
that.
my only role in the game is I'll just come onto the screen and do a face palm and leave.
wait, no, we got to ask another question. We've basically given him his answer.
Actually,
Yeah,
Scotty,
that's
we'll
true.
just use you face palming to censor the naughty bits.
Ian,
Alright, get up in this
oh,
bed.
okay, I got you. Nick Noonan, who is the sexiest one on the podcast?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
his new question. All right, there
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
That is your question. You have to tell us who you think is to rank us in terms of sexiness. And obviously, I'm first, but rank me up.
Draw a sexy picture for the sexiest.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Fan art.
You have to draw. You have to A, tell us who is the sexiest, and B, draw a fan art of us.
And then
Doing
we'll
our-
put it on. We'll share it on the show.
And in return, I will draw a picture of what I think Nick Nguyen looks like for next week's Art Corner.
Order in the
There
court.
you go. There you go. That's our trade-off, Nick. That is what we're gonna do here.
That's what we're gonna do for you. Let me smang it, Nick.
This is literally the best day of my life.
Oh man. Oh Jesus. Does he have any other questions?
No, I cut him off.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that
okay.
was what. Yeah, those are. But you've got a task for next week, Nick. You can't just have your own section on the podcast and think you ain't got to do any work for it. You're gonna earn your keep now.
Earn his keep. He has a spot on here. He has good. Hey, beep, shirp, nip, 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 snip, nip, nip. All right, whatever. You guys ready to do some plugs then?
I am.
Fantastic.
What? I mean, that's our plugs. That's our news section. But whatever, Scotty, come on.
Well, you got to know what we're talking about now. That's how I
There
figure
you
it.
go.
You got to
Very
know,
You boys go first. I am prepping something.
Tom. You know what to plug.
Well, I played Hyperdimension Neptunia, Producing Perfection, and wrote a jolly review of it for the website. And I think it might be some of my finest work. I did have to leave quite a bit out of fear of endorsing pedophilia.
Yeah, you
I
said you were going to discuss this on the podcast, actually.
Yeah, I think I could toss in a few words here. I really wanted to discuss how Hyperdimension Neptunia changed my mind about the series on the whole.
I want to
On the
say, can I
whole.
say first why I bought it and then I started playing it and it was not what I thought it would be. There you go,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah. Hyperdimension Neptunia, for the most part, is a series about, okay, you have these bunch of girls, they represent video game consoles, and bang. And then Brett reviewed Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II in one of the most scathing reviews ever that somehow ended in a C.
I was going, to be perfectly honest, I was going on an average there. If I had went with what I was thinking, it would have been a D.
Yeah, I was surprised by that, but he basically pointed out all of the creepy shit in the series, and I get that, and then I started playing Neptunia PP, and I expected it to be there in strides, and it actually wasn't. It was actually quite a charming game overall, and yeah, it had its creepy moments, and the fuck, Brett was doing stuff. It had its creepy moments, but for the most part, I found it pretty good-natured.
I was
And
testing something. So.
Since I actually watch a lot of magical girl anime, I have noticed something, and that is the games are not that much more creepy than typical stuff you see in already just Japanese anime meant for children, with the exception of Mark II, which I haven't played and I refuse to. Because of Brett's review, I don't want to see any of that.
Yeah, it's the thing is that's probably the lowest point of the series, that part in Mark II. Nothing in Victory came close to how creepy that was.
But Neptunia PP, for the most part, is a visual novel dating sim, and if you're not comfortable with a dating sim surrounding very young girls, then yeah, you're not going to like the game. If you've watched a lot of anime, then you already know what to expect. But yeah, I think the series on the whole is kind of much better natured than it comes off on first impressions.
All right, so it's not, yeah, it's a visual novel. It's not a rhythm game, which is what I thought it was going to be, and that's probably why I didn't horribly enjoy it at first, but everyone should read Tom's review, though, because you'll see why it's a good game, rather than just
It's a great review.
what they thought it should be. Yeah, it was a good review. Cool.
Thank you, bro.
Cool. Tom, do you have anything else to plug outside of that?
Once again, I'm gonna keep plugging this book because I keep reading it and I'm still enjoying it. Go pick up Console Wars. It's less than $20 on Amazon right now. It's a fucking great book. I want that printed on the cover. Fucking great book.
Thomas.
Thomas X,
Mysterious
yeah.
fucking X.
Mysterious Project. Some guy you've never heard of and won't give you the true identity of says this book is great, so you should read it.
Some Asian guy likes this book.
Yes. So
Right.
Asian, he named himself after a snack.
And as we know, since you represent all Asian people ever, that means every Asian person likes this book. So if you think about it, a pretty good proportion of the world likes your book.
In fact, if you don't read it, that makes you racist.
Yeah, you've said that. Yeah, and I will go on to, I will second that. I will say that if you don't read it, you are homophobic. So there you go. If you don't read it, you are both horrible things.
There's a fantastic guy in the book who says some pretty racist things about the Japanese.
There you go.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, loads.
Woo!
But he prefixes it with "I'm not racist," so it's okay.
But
Okay, as we all know, that makes it not racist,
Yeah.
obviously.
Right, very much so. Brett, what do you have to plug?
I have changed my name back on both Twitter and Tumblr. I am now Suzaku Rainmaker once again. That's also my Steam name. If anyone wants to add me on there, because I'm going to start getting back on there again. Tomorrow night, actually no, tonight, since this is going out Monday morning, right?
This will be going live on Monday, yeah.
Tonight, I don't know exactly what time. Keep an eye on my Twitter for it. But in honor of Sonic's birthday, I will be doing a stream on Twitch TV of Sonic 2006. I'm going to try to get some of the lovely lads from this podcast to join me.
He just can't handle the pain on his own.
I
will be eating chili dogs the entire time.
Oh my
Hell
god,
yeah.
I want that for dinner now.
So half of the commentary will just be, man, this game sucks. This wiener in my mouth is great.
That is the best way to deal with Sonic 06.
Yeah,
That really is.
I'd rather have a dick in my mouth than play that game.
Stevie, what are you doing? Steven,
Pringles.
Yep, go ahead. I'm just making these noises.
where's your curly
Yeah,
mustache at? But yeah, that'll be on Twitch.
Put a tweet. Put a thing on the site. He'll have a thing on the site when he's doing it too. Just let people know.
Absolutely.
So keep an eye on the site and Sega Addicts Twitter and Brett's own Twitter.
Yeah, it'll be on Twitch TV slash SciAvenger. So keep an eye on that. Again, I don't know what time it'll be. It'll be later in the day since I gotta work till 7:30. It'll take me a little bit to
Eastern
get.
Standard Time.
Yeah, Eastern time, 7:30. But yeah, I will keep everybody posted. Come on out. We'll try to make this abortion of a game at least somewhat entertaining. And
I guess that's a bit of irony for Sonic's birthday or something.
Yeah,
it was just the first thing that came to mind. Thanks to Stevie and his fetus talk.
like I said, this is like celebrating Nintendo by watching the Mario Brothers movie. Like,
I don't
you're picking the lowest point possible.
And we will go as long as we can without all of our collective sanity.
Yeah, buddy.
If you don't want to remember Brett's Twitter handle, just do a load of random letters, wait a week or two, and I'm sure it'll be his handle in a bit or something.
Well, I mean, I figured with the Type 0 announcement, it was a nice time to finally go back to the Suzaku Rainmaker name. So it's gonna stay for a little bit, I think.
Don't update your bookmarks just yet.
Anybody else? Any other plugs? Yeah, Brett.
The site itself, again, Tom's Hyperdimension review. As someone who's reviewed most of the Hyperdimension stuff on this site, it was a really good review. It's nice to finally have a nice, fresh perspective on the series as well, as opposed to doing everything myself. So it was really good, really entertaining to read too.
It's nice for you to not be solely accountable for the pedophilia talk on the website.
I can't remember who did the. What? Oh my God! What are you doing?
I'm celebrating Sonic's birthday.
No! Scotty, no! Scotty,
Ladies and gentlemen, I had the Sonic hat on my crotch, listeners.
Scotty,
Cool.
no.
Stevie, what do you have to plug?
I got a couple of reviews on Press Pulse Radio, Tesla Effect, the new Tex Murphy game, Avedon 2, which was one that I wrote a while ago, but it's finally come out. And look out for, in a couple of days, a new review of a game that I'm digging.
Can you say what the game is, at least?
Well, he's already said he's
It's something that involves someone wearing armor, and perhaps instead of using a sword, they will use another weapon that is not a sword, but maybe
It's
there
Final
are...
Fantasy
Fuck
13
it, Shovel Knight, okay? Fuck it.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I'm reviewing Shovel Knight for Press Pause Radio. There you go. Look out for that review.
Cool. Anything else?
No, pretty much that's it. Chuckle Bits Radio. We've been on a bit of a hiatus because I've been solving a crime in my hometown of Lumberton, so I haven't been able to do much.
How's cheat
The
helping you?
crime of university work.
Yeah, of doing university work and uncovering the seedy nightlife of my seemingly once idyllic town. So yeah, Chucklebits Radio, the Tumblr, no, not the chucklebitsradio.co.uk. Fuck it, that whatever it is. We should be doing new content on there pretty soon as I've finished masturbating in this woman's closet.
I am so I'm excited for.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna plug Tom's review again of Hyperdimension Neptune.
Wait, no, I wanted to hear Tom compliment Chucklebits Radio. Come on. That's what I love. That's the only reason I'm on this podcast is to hear me be praised.
Figured that.
It is exciting for me because I loved every episode so far after episode 2.
There we go.
And episode 3 was an astounding work of magical art, and episode 4 was strangely informative, and I didn't realize what was happening to me.
There we go. See, we are all connecting. Tom likes it. That means every Asian likes it.
I endorse this on behalf of Asia.
One step closer to world domination.
Yep,
World domination.
Chucklebits Asia coming soon.
Yeah. It'll be just Stevie trying to speak Korean.
It'll be bigger than Pocky.
It'll be Stevie singing Gangnam Style.
I listened to a little bit of I forget the author's name, but who wrote Speedrun. And I didn't get to finish the whole thing yet, or listen to the whole thing yet. But I enjoyed what I did here so far. So.
Oh, was that of the Chucklebits Radio interview?
Yes.
I didn't know. Well, that's what I've got to plug. Yo, Scotty, what you got to plug?
Man, I'm going to plug Tom's review again, and we are going to have some things on the website this week for Sonic's birthday, so keep an eye on the site for that. Go to the forums, follow our Twitter, Sega Addicts, and go to our Facebook page, all that good stuff. My band that I'm in, play drums for, is Wine and Spirit. We are doing some summer shows coming up. Not really going anywhere because we got to save up some money to get some more things underway that I can't talk about yet. And that's going to be fun and good times.
You guys have a new logo.
Is Birthday Text coming out?
Nope. Shut up, Stevie. We have a new logo that's on our Facebook and Twitter and everything. You can check that out. We're also on Reverb Nation. Again, we are Wine and Spirit. And
look out for the second album, Birthday.
Yeah, nope.
Coming soon to iTunes and thegame.com.
Yeah, it's going to be on thegame.com. That's where we're releasing our album next. Are you guys ready to dance a little bit?
I
have dance music prepared. It's going to be a shorter one so that we don't
I'm too tired.
Lose our shit and get totally winded this week.
Tom, would you do it for a Pocky snack?
I don't have any Pocky.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was making a Scooby-Doo reference. He said I was too tired.
What?
No. I don't know. Scooby
Brett.
All right.
Bad Brett.
Today I've been Scotty. I'm the editor of stuff on SegaAddicts.com. Brett, the owner, has been with us today.
I am God.
Joining us also is a features editor, Stevie Grant.
Yo, 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 in the house.
And also one of the writers, Thomas Aventis. Happy birthday, Sonic. This is what you've driven us to. Super racing, beat ground, super racing. What do you have to say about that? Meow. All right, I've been Scott, and these other people are with us too. This is a cat, and Brett, you should stop recording now. Thanks, guys. Happy birthday,